yeah. I get up here to comments. Man, 17 I'm already. I got to catch up now. What the? This is not Marty's channel. Oh, let's see here. Who we got in the house tonight? Some people came on early. I know Chris and the Fingers were on. Of course, Fox and Malls or Walls. I say that every freaking time, don't I? Walls. I don't know why I want to say Malls. We'll come back to that one. Let's see here. We got. Oh, so far, it's just you guys. Oh, Easy E. All right, how you doing? I have not got to check out your video. I was trying to get to that today. Haven't been watching videos most of the weekend or week. I've been working on a new project. Operation Get My Track Running this year. And hello, Colt. I know you got to be there somewhere. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Oh, I was gonna look something up. What did I do with it? Man, I had something I need to make a sticker of it and send it to Colt. But I'll find it later. How you doing, HSF? Welcome. Let's see here. Chris Fretter. All right. We got Chris P, Chris F. We're gonna get all the alphabet in here tonight. The De Leon. How we doing? I haven't got to watch your channel yet either. I've seen you had one. I need to get over there and watch it. I think it was along the Hot Wheels line. Is that right? UC Slot Cars. Happy New Year, buddy. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Sorry. Everybody must have been expecting this tonight. All my wildling friends are here tonight. That should be a song, right? Oh, do they have one like that? All my wildling friends. Should all my rowdy friends. We'll take it from Hank. Ah, there's Colt. Outrageous Diecast. BMW. I did say UC, didn't I? How we doing? GST. Whew, I got a pretty good crowd for. Is it better at this time? Because I went a little earlier. Only because I was off. Let's see. DT Slot Racing. Yes. Hello. Happy New Year. Well, this is hard to catch up. Now I see what Marty goes through. Hey, I think I caught up. Maybe. Let's see. Make sure I gotta get the hero down there. Man, there's a lot to talk about in there. 2025. Everybody's done their little New Year's videos, resolutions, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure it has something to do with slot cars. I'm not going to buy as many, or I'm not going to do this, or I'm going to do this. And maybe your resolution is to buy more cars than you did this year. As I said I wasn't going to buy any more cars, and I did buy 2. I will be showing them hopefully by the end of the weekend, but I can show you 2 of them right now real quick. I think I may have shown them. I'm not sure. So we got. I'm not going to open up the box right now. I got the red NSR. And then, because, Christmas works, I got the green one too. First F1 cars. So I'll be interested. I haven't ran them yet. I already took down the other Christmas track I had going. I've been quite busy with, I was off to a slow start. Let's put it that way. I started off, rearranging tables and everything else. So that was a nightmare. I have gone back to the Christmas room. I should have never torn it apart, right? I was trying to make it work in this other room. It's just, of course, they're going to stand up there in the kitchen and talk. So welcome to my wife and daughter up there talking in the kitchen really loud. Let's see here. John Tucci, how we doing? Easy. Let's see here. Started out great for us. The fuel pump module on the car went out. Then the battery. Mother-in-laws have had to have the car towed home. Been working, got it running. Woo! That's not a good way to start off the year working on cars. I got the same problem. My battery's dead in my truck. I haven't drove it in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. What was I say? Can you please not stand there? Can you please not stand there? Yeah. I'm sure everybody can hear that. My heat secrets go out now. So if you got them. Let's see here. Still no money for that Taco Bell? Man. I'm going to annoy them the one day, and they're not going to like it. Anyway, 28-year mechanic. I don't want a good thing. Took me 20 minutes. I don't want a good thing. Trying to catch up with that one. Yeah, exactly. The wildling salute. Everybody knows that. Matter of fact, I have a picture from Christmas I need to show everybody. The whole family took the Wildman family oath. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Oh, moves every time I try to do something. Yeah, Bryce. I'm broke. I spent my budget for this year already, and I gotta. No, what it is, I just took over the bills for my wife. Take some of the strain off of her, and anyway, trying to figure it all out. That's the question. Is just trying to figure it all out. I don't know how she did it. I know. So I used to pay bills on my own, and before I met her, but then. Oh, you got the same problem, DeLeon. Yeah, I see. My new office where I make videos is a pathway to my garage. Everyone walks through during my videos. Yeah. Actually, mine's just below the kitchen. That's the problem. And the squeaky floor right there is actually right above the wall. Let's see if the camera will go over here. Right above this wall here. And what happens is they step right there. There's a seam right there. I need to get up there and, fix it. But I could probably do it from this side. I just need to get up there and do it. Yeah, Bryce. That's what I was talking. I know about the Taco Bell, which I thought was funny. I was like, ew, I don't even like Taco Bell anyway. Pat, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Gary. Man, we got them all coming out of the woodwork tonight. Yeah, I'll be adding a link here before long if anybody wants to join. I just figured I'd talk for a few minutes and then kind of catch up with everything that's going on. I'll try to keep it short tonight, but you know me, I'm usually 2.5 hours in. I'm trying not to do that anymore. So anyway, back to my track layout a little bit. Got the tables moved. I have a new plan. I actually seen it. I meant to write it down tonight. I seen it on another page. It was done. I don't remember. I want to say, slot cars. Yeah, it sucks when you don't have a phone at your disposal. I can tell you real quick because it's on one of the last videos I watched today. Because I found it yesterday, and so I have my tables. Well, I hate to tell you what I'm doing until I show you Sunday, but I'll tell you anyway. That's what the Wildling group's for. You guys get to hear everything first. Clearwater, I seen you're in the chat. Welcome, buddy. So my tables were always in the middle before, and then if you guys remember correctly, I had the 2 spurts going out to each side at the very back wall. And I had taken that out when I was trying to do the changes for the end of this year, but I started moving the tables in here, so I had to move them back. That was a pain in the ass. When you have furniture in one room, you have furniture you moved over to the other room because you're trying to make it back into something else. And then you got to take all your tables back over to the other room. You got nowhere to put them, so it's a nightmare. Due to indecision, I knew what I wanted to do. I just, I wanted to put it back in there. There's no way I could we only use the room one day a year, so why should I keep making it a Christmas room for one day a year? And so I decided to go ahead and take the room over. But I have changed my mind on how the tables are going to lay out. I pushed them against the wall. The wall that you guys see on the back, you guys see is the back wall when I'm sitting at the start line. Back where the shelf goes all the way across, I pushed that against the wall. I haven't attached all the tables yet because I'm going to work in sections first. So I got to build up it'll be a high level on the back wall going across. And so anyway, yeah, so it'll be like you're riding up here and then it's going to come down and turn, and I can show you better in the video when I show it to you. But anyway, I've seen it on somebody else's layout, and I can buy the little extension grabbers for it. I mean, if it's up against the wall, and the way I got those cars set up over there, it's going to be on a hill. So any of the cars that come off that top track in the 8-foot section are going to come back towards me. So I'll have the grabber, and I don't know who. Oh, man, I'm missing everybody jumping in here. Hey, Harry. How we doing? Yeah, Pat, you're getting ready for a busy weekend, aren't you? I was just watching Shane Hub, Slot Car Hub's video just a while ago. It just happened to come on when I was doing something on the computer, so I watched it real quick. And you guys got a busy weekend. I meant to look up how much it was going to cost me to fly there. I'd love to come down and visit with everybody. Because I was like, they're all going to be there together. That would be a great time for me to show up. But I didn't look it up. Because I'm broke. I spent on those last 2 NSR cars. Sorry, Pat. One come and race, that's how it works. Yeah. So who has the fingers asked? Who has set a budget for slot cars? You want me to give my definitive answer? I have a budget. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. I'm going to need to buy more track this year, believe it or not. You guys see my pile of track on, what was it, the 6th or 7th day of Christmas? I don't remember. No, it was like 4th or 3rd. Anyway, yeah, I need it's a good idea, the fingers. Yeah, definitely have a budget. I blew mine. I had Slot Card Daddy. Welcome. Happy New Year, buddy. I know we've all said Happy New Year to each other 100 freaking times already, I'm sure. So you probably get tired of saying it and hearing it. God, I'm doing the ums tonight. Yeah, it was a deal you couldn't refuse, huh, Crispy? I'll bet it was. That's what I say to myself every time, too. Metal! Welcome. I need this. I'd like my screen to be a little bigger. All the stuff's getting in my way. But I don't have the camera low enough. Maybe tilt a little forward. Or maybe I need to tilt a little back. Oh, I didn't mean to show you that, guys. I don't know how you can see this tree over here. My wife made this for me. And it'll be in my video. But it's special because if you could tell, I don't know if it'll let you. I can't zoom in from here. Unless I grab the camera and pull it over there. But you can see the track going on. I'll just point to it. So this is the start point. And it spirals around. It goes this way. Comes up. There's a Matchbox car here. Now it's glued on there. Then it goes up around. There's another one there. Then it goes back up here towards the top. Then there's another one there. And then up at the very top is the finish line. And so I got red or green car here, which is basically Shotgun Dave's car. I think it's a little white Corvette. And then up here is a red. I'm not sure what it is. I can't see it from here. Which is, and it's got the race flags on the top. It's really cool. But what makes it cool, she built all that in. But I've got, I don't know if you're going to be able to see these on there. See that? there's one of them. And then, is that the same one? That's not the one I want. We'll grab this one quick. And then you got if it gets work. Anyway, she made all these. There's 18 of them on there. And I thought it was really cool. She came down and used the printer one time. I was down in the room at the time, and I didn't even realize what she was doing. Didn't see what she printed, didn't care. You know how that goes. And then I guess she was printing these out. I had no idea. Where did I get this one from? Is it over here? Yeah, we'll put it right here. Next to the start line. Yeah. Oops, I'm skipping some of the. They took off on me. Yeah, all is well here. Well, I guess, a bunch of assholes in the world, making it fucked up on the New Year. Ted, welcome. I'll say Happy New Year to you, and I did, I should have. You were right here in the area. Let's see here. Because you guys heard all about that stuff, I'm sure. Also yesterday. I'm trying to say they're not related. I'm trying to catch up here. Let me see here. So, no drama. Welcome. So anyway, that was my biggest Christmas gift of the year. Wife made that for me. It was a real big surprise. It was fun trying to get it all out there. And yeah, let's see here. Everybody's still saying hi. All right. Awesome. I'm up to 27 people on tonight. Man, you guys must have had nothing better to do. Or y'all just want to be part of the Wildling group. Trying to slow down how fast I talk. I've been doing some research on my past videos. And then I was trying to look at some ideas for how to present better. And I started off, I just watched my old videos from over a year ago. Started from the beginning, started working back up through them. So I have been watching videos. I just haven't been watching your guys' videos. And try to see where I've improved, where I haven't improved. I have a tendency to talk too fast, or I jump subjects way too fast. Well, there we go. I'm trying to slow down again and try and get more content based involved. At the same time, I still want to do the men's health thing, or anybody's health, really, male or female. Just a place to come talk. You're among friends. I'm sure nobody's going to repeat anything that's said here, really, other than to other friends of yours. My friend Jerry at work, I just talked to him today, and he was telling me how a best friend of his that he saw Monday committed suicide New Year's Eve. And then yesterday, I guess, another buddy of his had a stroke, and they don't think he's going to make it. So he's had a bad start to the year. We talked for a little while this afternoon. First time I've contacted anybody at work since I left. Well, I had to call my boss first, but I seen Jeff. Where's Jeff at? Jeff G's in the house? All right. God, I wish I'd quit saying That was better than me saying anyway. It is, and the thing is that happens so much, especially around the holidays. It's hard for a lot of people. I mean, I even have my hard times with Christmas. Love it, but there's depression that comes with it. I think I briefly talked about that last week. Yeah. Exactly. The fingers here. Yeah, it's definitely the time of year. Man, you need to talk to somebody. Just give me a shout. And I'm real easy to find if you use the messenger on Facebook, if you have me on Facebook. And I have no problem answering the phone. That's how me and Shane Hughes talk all the time. I can talk through Messenger anywhere, and it's free. And I even tested it when I wasn't around my internet, and it worked. So, and it still was free. I have unlimited minutes, that helps, but I was actually surprised that I could do that. I was waiting for a phone bill that was going to be outrageous because I was calling Australia all the time. But no, it actually works. So if anybody ever needs to talk, I mean, I'm a pretty good listener. I'll try not to say anything back because it's really none of my business other than I just want to see that you're well taken care of and you have somebody to talk to. I know there's times I need that, and it reflects. That's kind of why this channel's taken off for me. I didn't have a social outlet other than this. Happy New Year, Malcolm. Welcome. Let's see here. And that's all you can be is yourself. You can understand me fine? And I'm trying to be myself. I was just looking, like I said, see, I got off subject right there. So I looked at the videos. I was just trying to improve on my speech coming out to you guys. And sometimes I think, not that I want to be taken seriously, but sometimes I think I'm not being taken serious enough. Like I'm just in it for the game of talking to everybody. No. My biggest problem has always been trying to figure out my dream and on this track layout. And I think, not positive, I think I'm going to pull it off by pushing it to the wall. And then when it goes to the wall, it's still that back wall. Oops, knocking my helicopter off. When I pushed up against the back wall, then that gives me that whole very far back wall where you guys saw the little outhangs on the left and right of the middle of the table where my train used to be. I still got that in a 4-foot section going over, so now I can have my track going that way too. And it'll be, I roughly figure when I'm done, it's going to be about roughly 22 feet length down the wall, and then then connecting onto that at the end of the wall. So you take up 4 foot of space to go the other direction, and then another 8 foot there. So it'll be 12 across, 22 down. So what do we got there? We got another Australian. Yeah. I can't keep track. Most of my friends seem to be from Australia or overseas. I got a few of you here in the States. Yeah, let's see. Where do I go? Yeah. Yeah, that it's huge debt. And there's the other problem. When I started this hobby, I was trying too hard to be big. But now that I've had it big, it's hard for me to go back. Does that make sense? And that's what I was trying to do. I was going to bring it down to a 15-foot table, and it's going to be 6 foot wide. And then I could possibly go 8 feet the other direction, which would make it 12 foot on one side going one way, but I didn't want to take up the whole room that way. That's what I was going to do. And then I was going to put my trains back in the Christmas room and make that into a Christmas room where I could go watch TV or whatever. The whole downstairs is mine. Just the rooms aren't connected to each other like being neighbors. There's a utility room and a bathroom between the two rooms, so it's hard to do. And then this room is actually attached to what would be the 15-foot room right over here on the other side of the wall. Yeah, I don't. All my kids are grown. Christmas is a big holiday to me, but we only have the one Christmas. And, we usually have it like this year. We had it like 2:00 in the afternoon because my kids have their significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. So they were, busy till the afternoon. My one son didn't even show up, as a matter of fact. A little upset about that one, but I can't do anything about it. Well, I thought about that at one time, to fingers. I thought about putting on flip down tables. But you're talking an 8 foot wide table. I'd have to put it at the bottom of I'd have to be on the floor with it and then flip it up to make it fold up. I've also thought about it'd be a little hard if I made it into 20, but I used a 22-foot length. I could get around. You guys have seen my ventilation system in there. It goes across the middle of the room. I could probably crank it up, but that your head's pretty close to that thing. So if I had 2 sets of cranks, I could crank one up on one side and one on the other side. Get it up high enough where you're not hitting your head and then have Christmas. And then if somebody makes you mad, you just let go of the reel or unlock the reel and let it fall on their head. Merry Christmas. I hope you got a headache. Anthony, how are we doing? Actually, I think wasn't it you I said I was going to mention something about in one of my videos? I think it was. I was watching your video the other day. Yeah. Yeah, you got a cool layout there, buddy. Oh, am I getting served dinner? Why, thank you. Love you.
It's just ketchup, mustard, and mayo.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure, repeat.
I did. Service, guys. I'm not going to eat in front of you, but maybe I will because it smells kind of good. Yeah, there's a big concern. As a matter of fact, I was talking to my boss this morning. And he's like, "This afternoon?" He's like, "I said, yeah, I guess I'll see you Monday when I'm getting off the phone." He goes, "Well, if you can get in." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it." Yeah, I'm hearing 10 inches plus. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing here, Dad. Which would be you too. So, yeah, I know, right? They're not off the grill though. She said, "Put ketchup, mustard, and mayo." Okay. I don't like cheese on my burger, so she didn't put cheese on there. Yeah, it'll be. I'm trying to catch up with what people are saying. I want to make sure everybody's included. I haven't gotten to the part where I let anybody go live. No, where was I? You threw me off with the snow, man. You know, it always snows after Christmas. Why can't we just get it on Christmas Day and it'd be done? So, back to what I was saying. I pushed against. I was looking at my videos and going through things, and I know I've improved since the first year when I first started, which was what, a year ago, March. And then look how many friends I've made in just that short period of time. I mean, I had quite a few of you as friends before I went live, or before I created my own channel. I was in it. I've had Slack cards for a while. I've talked about that. I'm going to shut up. So, snow there, then Kate, then what? You know, I'm not. Oh, late rain. Gotcha. Rain's not bothering. Snow doesn't bother me. I'm hearing we're getting ice, and I know it's supposed to push. Well, I heard No Drama is pushing all the way down to you guys, so you guys will probably get a lot of ice. Which I used to deliver to Atlanta. That's not a good place to get ice. Not a good place to get ice. They don't know how to treat the roads. It's a state of emergency every time that shit happens to you guys. Matter of fact, as a truck driver, everybody's like, "Why do you always want to go north?" And in the wintertime, that's because they know how to handle the roads. You go south and they keep sending you south. No. Yeah, ice and wind don't mix. You're right, Ted. I don't care if you think you can do it in 4-wheel drive. You cannot. Ice is ice. Now, it'll help you move some furniture off of a flatbed. Don't let the burgers get cold. Unfortunately, I will do that because, yeah, I won't eat in front of you guys. That's not right. But I'll smoke in front of you, drink a soda, and have bad language, but I won't eat a sandwich. It's like we're on a first date or something. Oh, crap. Eat. Yeah, now you sound like Mrs. Claus and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Eat! Nobody's ever heard of a fat Santa. Then again, if you watch the Christmas Chronicles on Netflix, which I love that series with Kurt Russell, Why do they keep depicting me that way? Chew with your mouth open? Yeah, I can do that too. That's pretty gross. That way you guys can savor every bite I take into it. You can see it getting all the chemicals and hey, must be a ghost in the room. I didn't do that. Come back over here. There you go. You know, it makes you wonder if these cameras do catch something like that. The food's falling out. I look like Cookie Monster on Sesame Street. Nom 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 nom. Oh. Oh. What's that? Chris is about to eat a piece of cheesecake. Well, here, I'll get the live going, and you can come on here, Chris, and you'll eat your cheesecake while I eat my burger. Maybe I'll be distracted because everybody will be looking at the cheesecake because it's a lot more delicious than a burger. So you're eating in front of me? That's not right. That's not right, man. After all the crap I've ate over this last 2 weeks, I'm tired of sugary things. I'm telling you. I'm not even supposed to be eating them anyway. You can't resist. It's the holidays. But yeah. Now you guys got me thinking about my freaking burgers instead of thinking about what I was going to talk about. Let me smoke a cigarette. Get my mind back in straight. Y'all are killing me. 36 degrees centigrade. That's hot. Well, I heard it's supposed to be pretty warm down there for the weekend too. Never get spaghetti on a first date. That's some good advice there, Tad. My nose is itching. Yeah, that would like the first few dates. You don't want to do anything that gets something on you, or the way you eat your noodles. You know, whether you slurp them in or drop something. Yeah, there you go. Whoopsie, dropped something. Where did my burger go? What the? Give it back. Oh. No, let me see here. You're waiting for the link already. Well, I'll tell you what. I was getting ready to do that anyway. Too old to date? I swore if I ever if my wife got a divorce, I'd never date. I did give the freaking link. Oh. So anybody wants to join, I'll try and pay attention over to that side of the freaking monitor to see if you guys are coming on. Wow. I think it was in the 40s today, wasn't it, Dad? I don't know. I wasn't outside. No, I take that back. I did go outside. I tried to start my truck again, and it's dead. I'm picking up a battery. Thought my wife was going to pick it up on the way home, but she didn't. So I got to go pick one up tomorrow. So I have to get up when she gets up. That sucks. She's got to still go to work. I don't. So, 19 degrees. What is it? It's 38 degrees Fahrenheit here right now. Oh, looks like we got somebody coming on. Oh, crap. We got a whole crew right there. Oh, look at this. Pat and Shane. Welcome.
Hello.
How we doing?
How you going, man? Right.
Two wildlings racing on a track, obviously, I can see. Man, that track is just looking great. It's really looking great. Yeah, everybody's saying hi. If Shane ain't reading off the now, can you guys see the chat? Can I do this?
There, Pat. We can't see the chat, unfortunately, mate.
Oh, I don't know how to do that then.
So,
I
want
need to make
to say hi, Pat? Hi, Pat.
Hi, guys.
No. I see
Got car.
Hub's on here, so he's on here too.
Is Hub on? Come on.
Yeah, he just came on
Oh,
here.
there's Hub on there as well. There you go. Oh,
his,
that's always a bit.
hello, everybody.
There you go.
Yeah, that track looks great. I remember when he first brought it in there, I was like,
Man,
the work that's been done to that is nice. What's the dimensions on that track? Oh, you guys won't put it in feet anyway. Never mind.
what's the dimensions of the track?
The dimensions are 3.9 by 5.9.
Meters.
Oh, shit. Hang on, I have to do it in feet for you Americans.
Oh, bloody hell.
I
Don't
have
you
to use
take
my
this?
phone.
Have you got a foot tape measure? He's working out feet. How many
Oh, is
feet that way? You what?
Don't interrupt
9
you.
by 12.
9 by 12.
Really? It looks a
9
lot bigger
feet
than
by
that.
12 feet. It does.
It does.
You got
It
little
looks-
feet, mate. It's got little footsies.
Yeah, we didn't ask the shoe size first. His foot might be different than my foot. Mine will be about an inch short on the foot. Oh.
Oh!
Sorry, he's the other.
You got him? All right.
Opposite.
So how is everyone?
Everybody's doing good.
Obviously, I made it down in one piece. Another
That's what I was thinking.
16-hour drive.
Oh.
Yeah. No
And you're not
dramas.
sleeping yet? When did you get there?
Oh, I feel sleepy. I got here a couple of hours ago.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
wiped out.
So I was the first to show up. How many this weekend, Pat?
11 or 14 or something.
11 to 14 slot heads this weekend. So we'll be doing some live streams and shooting some video, racing. It's going to be a big weekend.
Tad wants to know what it is in kangaroo feet.
Kangaroo feet. Can you do the
Now you gotta
dance?
We gotta have you hop, Pat.
Well, no, you can't do it. Not allowed to do that because that woman copyrights it and sends the lawyers after you if you do that. Oh, I did it. Shit, I'm in trouble.
You know, I was watching, like I said, I was telling everybody I was watching videos this week, my old videos, but I also watched some other videos on things not to do. And then also I got a bunch of, it gives me a rhythm to other stuff. But I guess it was people that don't realize that their live is still going and they do some uncanny stuff. Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
You want to see something uncanny? Pat,
No.
Pat went out and got a little portable. He went out and bought a little portable air conditioner for us here in the shed.
Now, he
Check
did
this
say
out. Whew, cold.
nice.
It's
That's
a monster.
So it's pretty comfortable in there.
Quite cold in here, yeah. It's
Is it
pretty
really?
hot outside.
It's cool, yeah.
Must be approaching mid
you imagine
30s outside.
13 people there with all you guys breathing that heat would be miserable.
Yeah, it would have been a bit but it's kicking out the cold air.
Sure is.
The place is called Kennard's Hire. Lots of people work for Kennard.
I don't know what canard is. Just air conditioning, huh?
Straight over there. Straight overhead.
Well, we're Americans.
Say it slowly. Lots of people work for Kennard.
Ah. Hey, that's
Hell
a
no.
good What? What happened? I just missed that.
Anyway,
No drama. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Daz, Slot Car Box. How we doing?
oh,
Man.
is there a Todd there in the chat?
A Todd?
Yeah.
We have a
Where's
Tad.
Metal Todd?
Oh, I seen Todd. in there.
Tad? Todd?
Metal. I only know him as Metal.
That's a photo. Where is it up here? Pat got a card today from Toju Racing.
This is how I do this. This is how I get to eat my
Was that
burgers.
the card?
No,
that's
the card. Those two.
Those two there.
How do I do this?
Got
Solo
quite a
layer.
few
There we go.
additions here, mate.
Now you can show it. I can eat a burger
This
while
is-
they were doing this.
This is nice. I think
Man, you
he's
got a
going to
lot
be
of
a
notes.
sticker. Yep, looking great.
Where are you getting all those stickers?
So
at?
everybody's. So it's got the old masking tape to clean the tires. I brought my own tape for cleaning the tires. Why use masking tape when you can use gaffer tape? Extra sticky.
Extra sticker. I think we call that a. Oh, what do we call that?
Extra sticky.
In the military, we call it 100-mile-an-hour tape.
Seems to work well.
And your presentation is fine. It's not your fault. You can't pronounce aluminum.
Aluminium.
It's aluminum.
It's aluminium, isn't it?
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Duct tape. That's right. Mr. Drama.
Aluminum. So what's happening over there?
Ah, been working on my layout.
What'd you get done?
Table arrangement, really. And I was using some ideas from a video I seen last night. Look at that.
No.
You got to leave all those cars there, Shane. You can't take any.
Ah.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, I'm bringing you up.
Oh, shit.
Hello.
Hold on. Bring it back up.
I was,
Is everybody in here?
Good to
now?
see you here.
Hey,
Hey guys.
Fox and
How you
Walls
doing?
on. Pat,
I need to jump on.
Hey Peps. Hey Izzy.
g'day. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey, Pat.
Hi guys, how you going?
Yeah.
Ah,
No, Harry, they don't have it right. It's aluminum.
aluminum. Maybe yours is different.
That's how I say it anyway. Too many syllables. Aluminum.
I don't mind eating in front of people.
Oh, I'm eating a little bit there.
The dog's barking. Have we got another visitor? We might have another visitor.
What did he bring over there? He brought food, didn't he?
What are you doing, Miles? Who could? It's. Oh, I think Bigger has arrived.
Oh, you got the sun out there.
Where is he?
yeah.
Inside.
I haven't seen the sun in 4
Yeah,
days.
it's bloody hot out here.
Well, over here it's cloudy. There's and
Why is
it's
he
only
hiding in his
19
friggin'
degrees
car?
today.
There he is. It's the Digmeister.
Uh-oh.
G'day, mate.
He's
G'day.
trouble.
Oh,
Digga!
Miles.
Digga!
Oh,
He's brought his little friend with him too.
he's brought the Hyundai.
The Hyundai. Isn't it Hyundai?
He wants a slot car made in the Hyundai body shape. Looks
Oh, if I
good.
ever get this resin printer going, maybe I can print one.
We're all live on Wildman's live thing at the moment. So.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah, you
G'day,
are on my
Eric.
show.
Need to give him
How dare you not come to my show?
We have aircon.
Oh, we
How's
have to
that?
do the widely salute. Sorry, hang on.
Yeah, exactly. They're not paying attention. I'm surprised I can hear it.
We're checking out the aircon because it's good.
That looks
That looks like something from
That's
Back to the
not good,
Future.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Malcolm says hi. Hi, Shane. Great to see you again. Regards, Malcolm.
G'day. G'day, Malcolm. How you going, mate? Well, here we go.
Got your
It's bloody maybe, but it's bloody cold here, Shane.
There you go. Let's have a run.
Yeah. This is now our entertainment.
Yeah, track looks good.
Yeah, it does.
It looks a
Track's
lot better.
looking good.
I thought that the other day in this video. You guys are wearing the timing system this weekend, aren't you?
So, is it? Are we going bigger or are we going Dave? Bigger. Because it makes it.
Figure's like, give me a car, I gotta go.
I actually spent more hours on the road driving than I got sleep last night.
Really?
You had about 3.5 hours. You put some cars and stuff to get your cars.
Excellent.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. Zapod. Let's tell Pat and Bigger I love their barber. I think he's the same UK guy. It's a shiny finish.
Well, Husey pulls the head off too, and we can join the brigade. So.
Shotgun Dave.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Well,
had to use
I heard
a three-legged chicken to the wife. Oh, yeah. And Hughesy's just made me that.
Oh, that's good.
Husey made me that. So it's a go.
Oh, you
three-legged chicken.
Yeah.
How good's that, eh?
check that. Wait a minute.
How
Let me bring
sweet's
it up.
that
Let me bring it up on large screen real quick.
Yeah.
Show that again, Shane.
G'day, Zaphod. Okay.
Don't grab your shit, man.
Zaphod, tell Pat and Digger I love their barber.
Come inside a bit.
I use the same UK guy for a shiny finish.
But you know what we do? We put our heads together and make an ass of ourselves.
There you go. You heard it.
But
Hey, show the diorama again.
All right.
Everybody wants to take a
Where
look.
are you going? Oh, okay. We're going to go grab some cars. He brought cars. Who wants to see what cars he brought?
Yes.
Or want to see what cars? What
No,
did
we
he
don't want to see no
choose?
dark cars. That'll make me want to buy more. Oh. Come on now. Oh, there we
look at
go.
the bloody sun out there.
I know.
Now I gotta
And
stand over
it's
here.
Oh, it's a bit. Oh, it's hot outside.
Yeah, I can work with this. Oh, too far.
I can sit
Being
back.
or going? How was
Really,
it?
pavement.
Good for a massive cod at the
Wow. Big fish. Caught a huge cod. That big.
Plenty of drink in there.
Yeah, I've got some.
No.
Get
That's
fluid.
fun. I should have figured out how to go.
Where's the cars?
Get out there, for damn it.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
That's for you.
Oh, beautiful.
we're checking out the accommodations. I'm not going to show.
So that'll be all in your.
We got 10 out in the backyard.
So that's that.
Anyway,
This is everything. That's the everything underneath all the edge. This is the house.
This is the house.
Fridge here too.
And that's
anything.
And that's the pool.
There's going to be a feast.
I thought you might have.
Look at all
said go
those
for a swim. I thought we had to go and get
full benches.
your vehicle back out of the.
And that's it, Vince.
We
That's
saw
it.
that.
So you took, yeah, another talk.
We are part of it,
You
awesome.
just talk there, whatever.
Yeah, no,
You
nice.
just want to drink,
Otherwise-
whatever, help yourself. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just beer in there, whatever.
well, just in the year I've been around here, how big,
Since I went
four more channels now, no more people getting
So
out of the
yeah,
house.
we're done. So that's it.
All right.
Lunch later, and you right for a drink now?
Yeah.
You get up. You get up.
Let's see some cars.
Get some
What an
cards.
excellent.
Get some cards.
Hey?
Sure.
Cars.
How long will it take us to get there?
The
Lot closer than I am.
accommodations passed. They received an approval, so all good.
I stopped at I stopped at Alexandria.
Oh yeah, that's when I messaged you to say.
don't have any
away.
And then I stopped to see Glen Rowan. Yeah. And then I yelled out to them out.
Yeah.
Getting by, but they're busy talking. Yeah, I want to drink too. Yeah, I got one. I got the Coca-Cola.
So this is a turbo model, right?
Certainly.
What's in the i30? Ugh.
A turbo.
1.6 turbo.
1.6 turbo.
That's done a bit
That's
of
not
work
a
to it.
Chevy. That's not a car. That's not even a Chevy, man.
A bit of work done to it.
Yeah.
Vroom,
0 to
zoom,
100
zoom.
in, or 0 to 60 mile an hour in 5.4.
That all?
Hours.
So yeah, a little bit of work.
You bring your swag, digger?
Sure
Yeah,
did.
yeah, swag's in the back of the car too.
Awesome.
Hey, it looks like you guys are going
So
to a major
that's-
event. All the cars coming in and out of that place.
That's 2 of us. The rest are rocking up today and tomorrow. So it's going to be a big weekend.
Jesus.
You coming in, Miles?
3-cylinder?
No, don't like it.
Oh, look at Miles.
Bit cold.
That's the hell out of the show.
Bit cold.
No drama. I drink sodas that are bigger than that. You're right.
All right, cars. Here we go. What city bring? Who can guess the first car we're going to see?
Well, hang on. First things first.
I don't know.
It's for both. I've got something for you and for Cole.
Uh-oh. We appear to have a variety of 3D printed items.
I don't know if you had one or not. What is it? It's a setup board.
Oh,
Right. But
Nice.
This one fits in there too. But I'll show you what this is for. Let me show you.
More
There's
than
one
just a
for you.
setup plate.
Oh, really? If you have a look at this,
I guess I'm Greek to this.
you put
Woman.
this on there. Doesn't work too well, does it?
yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Take that off. Put that on.
Aha.
Oh yeah, perfect size. Yeah.
Brilliant work.
Nice.
So there you go. But yeah,
What's that? Thanks, man.
that's all right, and it's double sided, so you can put it either that way or that way.
Let's see.
You make
There's-
it in 3D printer.
I don't know what time it is where you're at, Gary.
So they're yours.
Thanks, mate.
You what?
7:22 here.
Thanks,
69.
Digger. That's bloody fit.
You had a couple of these as well.
They're loud.
Yeah, that one's mine I brought.
So there you go.
He's got 4 more over there.
Yeah.
All right. Cars.
Cars.
Bring all
Oh,
the
yeah.
cars.
Woohoo!
I used to live in New England. I can say that. Cars.
How good is that?
That's cool.
I've got 2 in here that I haven't set up yet. Because
Well, see, Digger, I don't have one. I'm right here. I'm in the same room with you at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are nice. I'm going to be talking to you about printing on my resin. I still haven't watched Area 51. George did
this is one.
Oh, it's a Revo slot.
we got a Revo slot.
Hi, Katie. How are you?
Jojo! Happy New Year, buddy. Rich, how we doing? I'm missing people. I'm sorry. If I
They're
didn't
huggers.
I was not looking at it. Sorry. I'm not trying to leave anybody out.
There's
3:30 in the morning and
nothing wrong with getting both.
Jesus. Oh, you see it.
Is that a Castrol or something?
I use my phone, but
I think so.
Marcos.
Marcos, right.
I mean,
A couple of Marcos. Can we see?
I heard that's their best cars.
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, I like the STP.
The STP and the Castrol.
Yeah, the Castrol's nice.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
This part
Oh,
of
he's in his chair.
that's right.
That's a
Thank
great
you very much. A kook? Another kook?
Right, yep, Patty.
Thank you.
Midday pass.
Just scored a roast chicken and salad roll. And a Coke.
What-
All
How about
right.
that?
Oh,
Water
what did
there.
you bring? What did you get?
Oh, and it's
Look at that.
That's cool.
That's a limited edition.
Limited edition?
That's golf, isn't it?
Like one of $4.99.
Wow.
Like,
What, that's a
price on it.
Mosler. Nice.
I don't have a Mosler yet
A
either.
Mosler.
See, this is why I don't want to
We're
walk.
live in America. Hi, America.
How are you?
Hi, Miles.
Miles. He would get his twitches ears.
Oh, yeah.
What is it, Miles?
Oh, see, I've
Yeah,
got
boy.
the slotted one. This
Yeah, I
is
know.
better. It doesn't have that gold thing on the bottom.
Okay, yeah, well, that's an MR slot car.
That's nice.
That's runs slotted stuff, but it's full alloy wheels, front and back.
Very nice.
Oh, nice.
And
MR.
what's that one? Arbath?
Yep.
Cool.
Mm.
Bath time. A bath.
That is
Gotta
a nice
have a bath.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
some weapons.
He's got the Repsol Mercedes. Look out. He's legend
look
of
at the
choice.
Legends. Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting serious. BRM. Feast your eyes. Can we see?
I like
Feast your
BRM.
eyes on that. So we'll just bring that out carefully.
My head.
Oh, what a weight.
I'm slouching.
Can we see? So what's that one, Digger?
That one's Sirocco.
Got the BMW there, isn't it?
Yeah, Volkswagen Sirocco.
No, the rocker. Yeah.
Eric's blue and silver.
Have you got the
Oh,
blue and silver one of that, Eric?
Yeah, I got the blue and silver one. That's right. I know it
Yeah.
looked familiar. Yeah, matter of fact.
That one's.
It's looking like a slot car store already, isn't it?
Oh.
I haven't set it up. Look. You can
Check out the Mr.
See.
Slot car version of the Mazda. It's got the like nice gold base
Gold rim?
there. Very nice.
Oh, and where did I get it?
Oh, where'd you get it? Oh, by sheer coincidence.
Boy, she coincidence.
So you won't look at it.
Yeah, mostly of them come
There you go.
ones like that.
All right.
Ones he does himself.
So
Camera
have
going
you
nuts.
run this one?
I haven't done it properly, no.
Love this car. It's a little fishy, but I like it because of that. I'm not a big Revo
that
slot.
right?
I love BRM.
24 you want, which thing?
It's basically the 124 scale. Of
The green one.
There you go.
bring this up.
Oh, here we go.
It's not set up
The
yet.
big
What
boys. On
voltage? 12 volts, all right?
I'm going to sneeze.
Why?
It is quiet.
All right, we're
Actually.
gonna get if he's got
I'd be all over that, Chris. I would.
Don't run in
It's
that
got
billboard.
Starsky and Hutch livery.
looks like it.
Yeah.
It's got Starsky and Hutch livery.
That's not how I want to do that. Give me a second. I'm working on this a little bit.
So you can run, you can have a 124 scale race, Pat.
Don't have to run it next to it.
Oh, they're a bit,
But you'd be able to run two, like one of this side. Like,
it's nice, isn't it?
I love it.
It is.
It's light.
It's quiet.
You want to see if when you bring it around there. Here we go. They've started doing this now on some of the cars, which is good. Look at this. Rubber.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Those rubber wing.
Can you guys see that?
Flexi.
Break.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, won't break off.
I think
Very
they're all
good.
That just suits me. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
What were you saying, Rich? We could tell who's practicing.
That's a great looking car.
I've been
They're
spending
looking good around
time
that
trying
track.
to I don't know how to drive any
Yeah,
cars.
it is.
Visually, it's just great. Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Pat?
I like it.
Like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the rubber wing thing. Mine did not come with a wing. 'Cause mine's
Right.
back.
Okay. Tools, all sorted.
They're
Exactly.
taking over.
I'll remember them.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You can wear rubber. You can wear rubber out. It would just
Have you got your initials carved into them, have you, Digger?
Initials carved into every piece, mate?
Yeah.
Yes, it
you
did.
do.
Yeah.
You might not see him again.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a thunder? Is that thunder?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this a thunder slot?
yeah, that's a thunder slot. I know what that one is.
Tis a
Great car.
tis a
T70
thunder slot.
That's a thunder slot. You ought to give that a try, Shane.
Yeah,
You'll fall in love
definitely.
with that car.
Looks good.
They don't come with magnets though.
Now this is just there's another 12 people to come yet, so they're all bringing cars. This is going to be an insane weekend. Sorry,
Yeah, they just already
I
pick it
got
up.
here about 9.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I got in really good time. I was
Yeah.
shooting for lunchtime.
Yeah, so was I. So I didn't do too bad. Like I left at 6:15.
Oh,
Absolutely, Dojo. Yes, they should. Flexible rigs, absolutely.
Yeah.
And mirrors.
Got a bit of boss's wrap. Right.
all right. So we are going to run the thunder slot.
Is it Friday already there? Yeah, it's Friday
Oh.
there.
You need to experience that. You need to experience it.
What time do you
Thunder
leave
Buddy
this
song. Ooh.
morning?
Oh my God, that is smooth. Holy shit.
That's out of the box.
What is that car? Thunder slot.
That's a thunder slot.
Thunderslot.
Try that, Pat.
They are
That
really
is
good
freaking
cars.
ridiculous.
Smooth operator.
How good is that?
I love NSR, but thunder slot, man.
And that is out of the box, no
It's great
tuning.
cars out of the box. Great cars out of the box.
Not only do they go well, they look good as well.
Yeah, you just don't have a big variety. That's the problem with I have with thunder slots. They don't make very many models.
No, that's true. But what they do make are exquisite.
Oh yeah, I still think they're top of the line, but I have.
We haven't got one yet. Get me one of them.
How many thunder slots do I have? I have.
Yeah, right. What do you think I am? You think I am a money tree?
It's quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, Chris, that's the same one I bought too.
So
See, Lola.
are these thunder slots pricey? Are they like the
About
same
the same as a Revo or
Slot?
or
Same
So,
prices
so
as
like
NSR.
Revos.
Like Revos, some NSRs.
Some in those.
Yeah, best tyres on a car straight out
Yeah.
of the factory.
Well, when it's out of the box and it
Like
does that,
Yeah, no, it's
you're getting your money's worth.
Smooth as glass. Beautiful.
and that's why you should like them.
Probably one way.
that and Scale Auto I like as well. But
Yep.
it's probably up there for the like top favourites.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, that's nice.
And that is a beauty without a doubt.
Try that out.
Had to have that. And I've got on pre-order a GT40.
Oh, the new one? Yeah, I saw that. Oh, did you see the Porsches I got for Christmas? The 917s?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. Prior to Christmas, I saw them.
Yeah, prior to
Did they work?
Christmas.
You see?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the beauty of when you buy your own Christmas
Name
presents,
address.
you can check them out.
With the name on it that
Oh,
this was
we
initially-
definitely have
Oh,
to
no,
say
no,
that.
that was another one.
Oh, was it?
That was the Celica. I bugged that up.
That was
Anyway.
the message on there is for you, Shane.
Yeah, so they're, yeah. I
You're not
like
reading it, are you?
BRMs. Yeah, nice.
He's not listening.
I should have brought the BRMs, but
Yeah, you should have. Hey, Malcolm's got a message for you on there, Shane, if you can see it.
the Thunder slot is fantastic.
They're not hearing me.
They're out of the box. You can't imagine.
Or can anybody hear me for that matter?
Like,
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Maybe I was talking this whole time. Nobody hear me. Bring the mic a little
There's no
closer.
magnet in it either.
Crack
Really?
cars on it.
No magnet.
There's no magnet in those.
It's no magnet out of the box.
That's ridiculous. So those
There we go.
tires are perfect.
I should have used this earlier.
They haven't even been stuffed.
Covering your face.
Now it's covering your face. Eric.
Exactly. So I can eat
I
my
was
other
using that
burger.
around Alex.
Oh,
Couple of hands.
heat up. Look, heat
Ah.
up.
What's that?
Did you
I
ever
want
see
you
this?
to eat on camera.
We're calling your name.
Yeah, I could hear me name, but then after that it went blip, 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 blip.
Blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
Take it up there if you want. No, it's not.
That's
Blah, blah,
good.
blah.
You probably just don't have a good phone over
Yeah, I'll
there.
have another go. That's awesome.
I think I'm being heard loud and clear.
Fantastic.
Yes, we can.
Yo, didn't know if you had that set up.
Hopefully I'm not coming in too loud.
No.
No, you're not. You're fine.
Okay.
Sweet.
See, this is what's nice about having somebody on the live. Anybody else wants to join, we can do that too.
Thunderbuddy song.
What? Okay, Malcolm said to tell you, Shane.
Thunderstruck.
You listen to me, Shane?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Malcolm says to tell you to leave the quad bike alone.
Yeah, I'm not. They've hidden it. It's not in here. There's a John
They hid
Deere
it.
mower. No quad bike. They
They don't want to,
Yes, Malcolm.
take it out of the lake.
It's been hidden
Oh, that was
away.
the tractor, wasn't it?
All right. Beautiful.
I think what's his name's bringing some down.
We'll have to cut a hole in the wall here for one of those surveys. There, he's got rid of hand cut.
The coloured ones.
Plate. That'd be cool.
I've not been keeping up with the chat very well. I'm trying.
Oh, there's Rich. Hey, Rich.
Oh, Rick said hi to him.
Very nice.
Let's see here. Yeah.
I can't see that.
I thought he drove the tractor into the dam.
So these have got to be set up
So
yet?
that one is?
That one is?
Well, I haven't tested it. I've done all the bits that it needs done on it.
Oh, you gonna say it was like 42
Nice.
degrees there?
Not where we are, Rich. No.
It's
Where they are.
not lovely in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That'll make it a nice weekend because you got air
It's only,
conditioning.
it's only nice, 19 degrees here, nice and cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
The weekend.
yeah. But there's thunderstorms supposed to be happening later.
And that's why it's probably cooled down a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Real water needed.
It won't get hot in this year.
All right. So we're the early birds. We're set up, ready to go. We just need some more
They can see your,
competitors.
they can see your face. We don't care. Look at my mug. Jesus. If I can get on here, anybody can get on here.
Just go.
Don't tempt him. I'm tempting you.
Have you? Is this the? Have you got any more thunder slots?
I've got him.
I got the limited edition Thunder slot with that, like that one, the T70.
Well,
I've got
you're
the
doing
Ferrari.
well.
Those
Good,
are the
good collection.
Looks like with all you guys coming up here with all those cars, you guys are gonna have a blast and too many choices.
Yeah, we're doing
Oh.
Fiat Abarth. I brought the one I broke. Yeah.
The one you broke?
Where is it?
The
Yeah, I
JPS.
broke it. I crashed it, and the side mirror snapped off. Here he is.
Oh, no.
I glued it back on though. Oh, trying to do it with one hand. Hang on, look at the ceiling for a bit.
Ah,
JPS, yeah, cool. Yes.
yeah.
Nice.
You're taking around 60
Alright.
cars.
Let's
You
go.
see,
And,
you're bringing 60 cars, Shane.
yeah, this one's out of the box. I haven't tuned it. I've crashed it, but I haven't tuned it.
Hey,
Let's see.
that is something new about my live. I will be putting out the
Yellow.
ability for anybody to join.
Yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, run that on the
So
track
is
with
that
it, will
this
you?
one? No, this one.
Yeah. Shane?
Don't crash, don't crash,
Oh,
don't crash,
okay.
don't break the mirror off again.
Put it on.
They're
What
cool,
number have you
aren't
got?
they?
2?
Which one you got there, Walt?
Oh,
The
Oh.
number
that
one.
mirror.
Well, actually, we've got 1 and 2.
Now, that's an Australian car,
Okay.
race car there, isn't it?
That's the same what he's racing there. The
Yeah.
JPS R-Bar.
Yeah, that's the same thing, the JPS Abarth.
Yeah. I'm saying those are all mainly raced
So
in
they've got a
Australia.
higher point of gravity, haven't they? Center
Yeah.
of gravity.
If you loosen them off a little bit, they go off.
Yeah? Okay.
You need fingernails. I don't have
Okay.
any.
I've got to re-adjust them all.
That's always my problem. I need fingernails.
Break it.
What's this? What's on clearance?
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
that was nasty.
Right in the website.
The new Global
What's
T70 Waltz ice cream car.
Certificate or something.
Oh, I'll have to take a look into that, Dojo.
What's to say? The model has been finished manually.
Oh, I was stuck.
The imperfections are not defects. Did you know that? But witness of a handmade job. I've got to be careful how you say that. Handmade job.
What's that?
We've
What
got
did you say about a hand job? It's getting crazy in here.
This hasn't been touched the
Run yet.
track yet.
No.
I've got a few of those. I got to get a track built so I can get going.
Track's come up well.
Yes.
They've done a lot of work to it.
Yeah,
You can tell, man. That thing's like right. Ooh.
on the video.
Oh, you're there. Give us your opinion, Shane.
Yeah, I like it. It's great fun.
Pretty freaking nice.
And what's cool, there's a bit of an elevation here. There's a bit of a hump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what I like about it,
There.
you don't see a lot of wood
Not
tracks
Wednesday,
that
not
are technical. A lot of circle tracks. I'm not a big fan. To me, I don't like the circle tracks. I mean, it's just my opinion.
If you get a camera up a little bit
Yeah.
higher, you get the whole track and you'd see everything.
Yeah, I'd have to have something like that to race on a wood track. Not that I'm gonna.
If I
be
stand
my-
way back,
Yeah, you need a,
Yeah, there
you
you
need a
go.
tripod.
but I can't
It's a-
reach the
it's-
controller.
Bit short.
No,
You
but
forgot
it's
to
a
bring
good
all your
sized track.
equipment.
Visually, it's
Yes.
Yeah, I
you
like
can
it.
see
And
everything.
he's been adding his magnetic racing stuff on there, so that's been looking good.
Sort of. There we go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I like that. I'm like most people. I have to have an overpass somewhere. I have to have one. I don't know why. Just a standard for me.
we have to have one because of lack of room.
Right. Well, I mean part of it. How long is your table wall? You guys have a. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Your table's like what? Nearly 4 meters.
Well, it's actually
Oh,
what the track.
We'll
It's
get
on
used to
several
this track.
tables actually, but
It'll take a
I don't know.
The mirror's still on.
I think
Well, my
it's
table's always
nearly
thin.
Oh, you
4 meters
I don't know what it is
by
in meters. Mine was 16 by 20,
4 meters by.
and not including the train.
Yeah, I think it's 4 point
We'll get it back on the
or 4 meters.
Is that
Yeah,
you?
4 meters by 2, and it's but it's L shaped.
Oh, okay.
Phone's ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah,
Phone's ringing.
I don't have.
Hello?
I'm not against going on a wood track that's a circle track. That's not what I'm saying.
Might be somebody you know.
Specifically, I would not have one for just me because I get bored. No, I don't condemn them.
Where'd I go?
I'd race on any wood track just to try it out.
Where'd I
I'd race
put
on
it?
any track.
Mm.
Oh, it's hidden behind the bloody sign. Couldn't see my car.
You'll catch up, Clearwater. I promise.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, we're going to have to go. Apparently,
Yeah,
our
you guys
lunch
go.
is ready.
All right. Well, you guys have a
Because
good
they got
week.
So there's a little
Sounds on.
preview. Check in over the weekend. Check out Slot Car Hub.
Wildling,
I think
goodbye.
we might be-
Yes.
Good on you. What else? We might be doing a live stream on DG Raceways over probably Saturday night. So it'll be like a Aussie slot car show live.
Oh, really?
Hour.
Okay.
We'll be doing all sorts of stuff. Yeah. And I think we're doing a workshop on how to make his trees. We're still doing that.
Yeah, how to fix broken branches.
How to fix broken branches. Yeah.
You do dig your head to say it.
Oh,
I wrecked Pat said my Christmas countdown, which I never finished.
okay. Well,
Anyway.
folks, we'll see you over the weekend in some form or another. Have a great live stream there.
Hey, you guys have too much fun, okay?
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be
Yeah, it's
real
gonna be
good.
good. All right. Talk to y'all later.
See you later. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Wow.
Wow.
That sounds like we're gonna have a
Wowzers.
blast. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Now I feel like I'm
His
gonna have a
track's
boring
amazing.
weekend. Who am I gonna talk
That
to all
actually
weekend if
helps.
Shane's there?
I don't know.
No.
We can talk to ourselves.
Yeah, well, you know, I talk to anybody. Like I said, but no, that his track looks really good. I
Oh, it's
Can't complain about
nice.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
it is. It's
like
really
when he
good.
first pulled it in there to where it's at now, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and
Certainly.
everybody's worked hard on it. Oh, let me see here.
Yeah, the warpage and all the stuff they had to fix, and it's sand and
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, that sanding was probably a nightmare. I would think that would be the worst part of the track. It's just getting it sanded where it's got that smoothness and not putting too much into it where it turns into a flat, or tears it up with the pattern or the flow of the track. That's what I'd be afraid of. I'd be either laying into it, all of a sudden you got dips down and then dips back up. Yeah, it's like a speed bump. Boom, boom. I'd love to try a wood track one time. I'd just be fun. Maybe one day I'll make it up for the party's way. Well, he kept saying over here he was going to do one of those, like a get together like that. It would be nice if we did that over here. But you guys are not heading up there? You guys got something else you got to do this weekend?
well, all that there's no room.
I don't think room.
You guys will all be sleeping in the garage. You got air conditioning?
Well, I've actually got a.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, you've got a Land Cruiser
Well, I could.
that's got
I
a
can show you.
rooftop tent that he
What?
could actually go and
How do I do this?
just bring,
Walk out with it.
just walk out with it. Yeah, just walk out with it. Just turn it around.
Yeah, make sure you don't show us anything you don't want us to see because we'll see it. There's people that analyze these videos, man. Yeah,
Let's go.
Oh, I put back up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which has a rooftop tent. You see that?
Oh, who's leaving? John's leaving?
I don't know if they can see you. You're probably too close. Come to the
There's the
camera.
link again if anybody else wants to join.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start making that a normal thing on my lives just so people can come in and talk. That's what it's
But yeah, anyway.
I posted it again here. What are we showing?
Trucks.
Oh, you got the snorkel and everything on that truck.
Well, that's the other one. The cruise is actually in quite too much sun. Yeah, it's got rooftop tent on the top.
There we go. I see it. Nice.
Oh, okay. So theoretically, we could go down there and just park on his block of land there. He's got.
He's got plenty of room, is what I seen from last time. Definitely. Yeah,
Now my glass.
I'd like to fly down to Australia just once, so I can come see everybody. But then again, it'd be hard to do. I'd have to figure out where the center point is for everybody. Fly in. Well, we're going to have to meet in the middle of the
Well,
the desert.
yeah. Hopefully, I don't get lost
well,
or drive
this is in
backwards.
Queensland. This is in Queensland.
For roadkill, yeah. It's actually
the other boys are all in
see.
Victoria, right? New South Wales is basically in the
a
middle of the two.
top tent.
Ah.
So,
Hey, good night, Colton.
so
Easy.
you could come to Australia, stay with us, and visit everybody else.
See, there we go. Got a plan already. That's good. That's good. I don't know. I'm annoying when I'm around people. It's easier to talk on this mic than it is to actually meet people in person and go, hey. but I've never been a shy person. Well,
Easy's gone.
Oh, is he?
See, Easy.
See, easy.
yeah, I was saying goodbye to him and Colt. They're gone.
Yeah. Bye.
Uh,
Bye, Colt too.
yeah.
Hmm.
If Easy's here, Colt's usually there. I wanted to show him that thing I found. I've actually had it for a
Yeah,
while. I
Swags
came
is
across it the
gone.
other day.
Yeah, swags are great.
I think it said danger, be careful of flying slot cards or something like that. I thought of Colt as soon as I found it the other day. I was like, Colt! He's always flying those cards across the table. If you guys watch his videos at all. Oh, there he is. Oh, you're right. We got to turn this guy back off. We don't want to see his face.
Hey!
How you doing?
All
All right, I didn't look down soon enough.
What are you doing?
How you doing, folks?
You did that yourself.
Hope you can hear me.
You're coming in loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Good. I feel honoured. Thank you very much for having me on.
Oh, no. More than welcome.
the bloody bindies out of my socks.
Where'd I go here?
There we are.
I've even brought my newly made slot car storage system in.
Oh, really?
So if there's any cars I've got that need to be grabbed, I can grab them quickly instead of having to clamber up into the loft.
Right. Oh, you out of here too, Jojo? I know he scared you, didn't he?
Whatever. See you, Dojo.
Dojo, have a good night, man. Thanks for coming by.
See you, Tojo.
The story kind of changed from where I was to where we're at now, so we're good. No. So, yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I've been trying to get my dream slot car track all laid out for about 20 years now.
Oh, wow.
I'm distinctly old school because it's really cheap. Nearly all my tracks, old classic Scalextric stuff, not even sport. Because you can pick it up in the UK for pennies. So I got no worries about cutting it up, making any changes I want to. Dropping in the Scalextric digital stuff. As much as I'd like to buy all the lovely crossover half straight sections, I've found out just cutting the tabs off and turning them over upside down and using a soldering iron on the bottom of the two track sections, melt them together.
Okay.
Sticks them together. There's a couple of old SCX pieces in there. Finally managed to pick up a fairly rare piece that was an SCX. Really, it's within 3 straights. Chicane section that's an S chicane. Never seen any other manufacturer do it. The digital version was really easy to pick up, but I needed the analog one.
Right.
It's a good wood straight, yeah. Scalextric made one. In fact, I have one. I can show you. Yeah, 1960 something.
Yeah, I've seen it's similar to the Goodwood one, but it's similar but different. But yeah, after up on my fairly poor YouTube channel is a video done donkeys years ago when I had a 4-lane analog system before I'd even considered going digital. If you do check it out, I warn you, turn the volume down. It was one of my first editing jobs. The volume is far too loud.
Yeah, well, we got to start somewhere.
But yeah, I was hoping to get the attic boarded out so I could really get into it, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So it's just going to be laying some flat board down, so I've got a flat basis to work on, and I'm really determined I'm going to get it underway. And from being a background of an ex-graphic designer, I've done all the graphics so many times. My own redesigns on car liveries. The track itself has been named Ravenscroft.
Oh, okay.
I'm right in the North Cotswolds of the UK, so south of Birmingham, but north of Oxford. So sort of pretty countryside-esque. Takes about an hour to get to Silverstone.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's going to be themes going to be based on a sort of let's say a late 90s circuit. I used to go and watch the British Super Touring cars a lot, so that was my era of loving the Super Tourer motorsports. I've got most of the ones that Scalextrics did, and there's a few from other manufacturers. One that I really don't want to race, it's a rare team slot Nissan Primera that's a resin one. It's not even in the right livery that I want, but it cost me too much to import from Germany or even dream about cracking it.
Yeah, there's some cars that I've wanted out of like Japan.
But yeah,
you're like, holy cow, I can't afford that.
Yeah. This is when I was still able to work and had a bit more money.
Right.
But yeah, I've done the layout and jigged it and rejigged it and rejigged it. So there'll be a couple of narrowish like Cotswold lanes with some fairly tight turns, and then the back straight should be nice and long. So I really want to be able to open them up completely.
Right.
Not just the good, the usual bit, and that's it.
No,
Yeah.
you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees with you on that. You want to see what they can do, how much they can perform, how hard can you push them?
Yeah. And apart from one or two of oddities, most of the British Tourers I'm not going to chip because I can't afford that many digital chips, sadly. But I do really want my dream British touring car pit lane. I think the most they ever had was 9 manufacturers down the pit lane. So if I add in a couple of years before and after, there's 11 manufacturers that most of the cars are available or I've got, so I can sort of have my dream pit lane, even if it's just stationary.
Stationary cars, right.
And then I've been picking up 6 of identical molds or models of old Scalextric stuff I had as a kid. Bearing in mind I've just turned 50 last year, so these are not the best handling things. Things like, let's see if I can grab one quickly. What have we got? The terrible old Metros that they released.
The terrible old turbos.
Well, yeah, the not the recent ones that are 4x4, but the really old ones I've been adding a rear wing to.
Oh wow.
And I've been
there we go.
Adding the bonnet louvers to it so it looks a bit better. And then what was the skirt needs the front wing, that's all been added to it. Yeah, those are the ones. These ones, again, I picked up the cheapest old knackered ones I could find. And yeah, so the idea is that I can hopefully turn these into 4x4s
and make
give them a bit of
modern.
grunt. Just something. The idea is what I've picked up because I'm running digital. If I ever can get 6 people up into the attic, the idea is that each of the types of cars I've got handle vastly differently. So I've got the old minis that I just want to shore up the front axle so they don't tip over quite so much.
Oh, okay.
I got the old Porsche 911s or 939s that they were just like the real thing. They were just far too tail happy.
Right.
Then we got the Metros for a bit of 4-wheel drive fun.
Damn phone.
If you'll just let me grab something else.
It's not wanting to stay where I want it to stay. It's doing its own thing.
You
Well, you have to
finished
use
the
a
burger
motion.
yet, Eric?
I get a motion camera, and then it wants to pick up on something. I have no idea. If I sit here too long, it doesn't pick up on me anymore. There it goes again. I'm telling you,
The-
there's
I don't know if you ever remember Scalextric's releasing these old sidecars.
Yeah, the old Typhoons and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they're
earlier
nice.
ones.
no, I don't know
But-
anything about those.
Beautiful.
That's one of the 6
No.
that I've repainted
Yeah,
in somewhat modern superbike liveries.
Yeah.
So I've actually
Yeah.
painted all 6 of those up. And then the other one that I've managed to pick up 6 of, and these are usually really battered.
Yeah, I like the old bug and sidecars.
I have not seen one before.
You've got the Legends.
Yeah.
But Scaly had British stock
Yeah.
cars.
Oh, yeah.
Stockers. Yeah.
So part of the front bumpers have all gone because they've been abused. So I've just reinforced the front bumpers and the rears, made my own slightly more realistic wing, and all but one of them I've rebuilt the bonnets just from plasticard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And again, I'm planning on running these with high numbered teeth on the pinion, so these can be, again, real tail happy slidey big beasts.
Wow. So that'd be interesting to see that stuff because
Um,
I don't know that covers too much of that.
hang on.
Yeah.
I promised
the
Harry
front-
that we would do one ages ago.
The final idea, so if anyone comes up who can't actually, who's not used to the slot cars or just wants to slam them into the corners and wreck them,
My
I've
son.
managed to get 3 old Escorts
Oh, look at that.
all stripped down, and I'm just going to paint them up white
Old Escorts.
with a decal
Decal,
of the
yeah.
circuit down the side, as if it's the racing circuit's own racing school.
Right.
So
right.
you get to see if you can keep them on the corners with those, and if you can, then you can move on to the nice stuff.
Then we might not. You might let them upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. I don't let my kids touch most of my
Right.
higher cars.
This is for you, Harry.
Oh, the little Mini Cooper.
Front wheel
Not
drive.
all the. Is that one of the old front wheel drive ones?
Sure
Yes,
is.
it is.
I have 2.
Oh,
Isn't it?
wha-
But Harry was. I was going to do I
video.
will do one eventually, but I just thought since Harry's here, that's what they look. And they were front wheel drive. They weren't very good, but yeah,
You see.
they're a bit tail happy.
Thanks for coming by, man.
definitely.
See, Dave.
We'll definitely see you on Saturday or Sunday, whenever they're doing the live. That'd be great. So yeah, get back to work. We got to make money for more stock cars this next year. Oh, this year. It's already this year. Damn it.
I think I think it comes from my background of being a graphic designer. I just want to relivery the old ones and make them look good. I've got one of the old BMW M1s that I just love that body shape of the car. But because I've got nothing to race it against, I'm gonna repaint it white again, stick the track name on it, and make it into my safety car.
Oh, okay. You can't find another one, I guess.
Yeah. And again, yeah. Where are we? Let's grab quickly.
This is interesting because I grew up on AFX. So I didn't know about Scale back in the day.
When I was said earlier about the old Fly Marcos,
Yeah.
Fly, yeah.
I make
that's
beautiful cars. I just wish they'd do a little more with their. Yeah.
yeah. Sadly,
Right,
this
go
one needs some serious repair work. Some goons trod on it, and the rear wing's gone through the bodywork. So I need to do some repair work on that one.
Yeah.
But my main one of choice to thrash around again from the British Super Tourers era, and I've always driven Peugeots.
Well, I like the livery on that one.
That's actually
Is that
an
gold and green?
SCX.
SCX, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
I've only got the
And
two
they-
SCX. I got the newer Cudas, and I was pretty impressed with those.
Actually, the gold and the green look nice.
The gold and green do look nice.
I've got one that's in a bit better condition. This is, I ended up with two of these, one to keep nice and pristine, and this one's seen a lot of track use over the years. A bit of dust on it, but yeah,
That's always
I've nearly always driven Peugeot, so that was my car of choice to thrash around the track.
We all have those, don't we? we all find certain cars that will run all the time, or if we change up our
What
track.
else do you remember, Harry? Because I could probably go to
Yeah, all those.
my Scalextric den and bring out one.
Yeah, he's got that many old stuff.
Well, these came with a really beautiful like space frame chassis, but I had so much problems keeping the guide in. This one I ended up cutting down.
Yes.
Yes,
I do.
Sticking in. I think it was the chassis from a Scalex Ford Mondeo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I couldn't keep it was one of those that the front wheels turned as the guide blade turned, and it just kept popping out every second.
I always wondered how well those actually worked. I've asked that question a couple times to guys like Nico and I haven't gotten an answer on that one yet. I think it was Nico.
I've heard plenty of people say they're great and they handle fantastically. I don't know if it was just the one I had or I just can't drive. I just couldn't get it to keep the guide blade in. Ooh,
Harry.
nice.
You got his attention on that one. Is that RS200 that Harry's talking about?
Yes, that would be the one.
That's the one that
There was a white one, so this one and a white one. So
I like that yellow.
Whichever. I don't have the white one, but yeah, that's got
And
lights. That's a 4-wheel drive, I think. Yeah, rubber band job.
And wasn't it a couple of years ago they released the UK police
they did.
livery version of that?
Yes.
The car that never actually existed, thank God. We had enough problem in the UK with
over the shaft. I'm sorry, but yes.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
The Metro's taken out because I was actually using that.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
Mm.
That's what I'm trying to make mine look more like. Apparently
Yeah,
the story was that the Scalextric ones that were released sort of 70s 80s era were based off the prototype of the 6R4, so they hadn't yet developed all the wings and everything. So the ones that Scalex released weren't quite bang on the money for the ones that were actually in the sport. The newer ones, obviously, with the hindsight of history, they've been able to correct that, but I'm just a broke old git who can't do a full-time job anymore.
pick these up.
Those are the ones.
The
That's
original
it.
ones.
Yeah, those are the ones that three of mine are undercoated white with extra wings and stuff on, and the other three are waiting to be worked on.
Yeah.
Man, see, I'm learning a lot right here just watching YouTube. I don't know anything about the old cars because Scalextric was new to me until I got into the.
You had the
hobby
blue one,
itself.
yeah. Okay.
Like I said, I grew up on AFX, so I was always an HO, and so when I got back into the hobby, the guy told me Scalextric cars were the better of the two between Carrera and Scalextric, and then he said the Carrera track, so that's what I did, and I do think the Scalextric run better than the Carrera because they're a lot lighter, but I've had problems with motors on those. They burn out really easy, but yeah, so I didn't know anything about the old Scalextric. I found out later their history of how long they've been around. I'm like, holy shit.
Honestly, the only reason
Yeah.
that I've
Not-
stuck with it, the only reason I've stuck with it is because the classic track is just. You get people in the UK who think they've found an ASIC
Give it
find.
away.
You can't give it away. You cannot give it away.
Yeah.
The people want the sport stuff, so
Wow.
you can just get apart from like some of the either the larger radius corners or rarer bits of track. Most of it, you can
Right.
just get bundles of it for pennies.
Sort of like old train track around here, like the old,
Love it. Walls.
okay,
Let's
yeah.
The
I can't think of
green.
Yeah, haven't got
Oh,
the
no,
green
everywhere.
one. But
You're giving him his exercise today, there, Fox.
well,
I'm
He
trying to
did
think.
well.
Hang on.
Harry's testing walls, and and
Oh, I see it. Yeah, here it
Walls
is.
has a car, but not that green livery. It's just getting it. It's got the blue one.
and one I painted yellow when I was 15.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the original blue. The Bison's pretty hard to get even then. But yeah, that's
Love
I
Datsuns.
do have Datsun 240. Yeah, Z.
Yep.
Which they don't make
I like
for
the
Revos,
240s
which I
and the
don't
280s.
get why.
Yeah, he said I had the XR3i Escort too.
Yeah, I've got plenty of them.
You do.
What livery do you want?
No drama's telling Harry to quit. He's gonna give you a heart attack. He's having you run for all these cars. Quit it, Harry. Look at him. Yeah, you're laughing now.
Yes, I'll be a nightmare for people because I'm buying the old battered stuff, stripping them down so I can repaint them. So what liveries I've got, you'll have to look under the undercoat and whatever I've put on top.
Yeah, they're not the cars they remember because you painted them and changed them. So, but you know, if you make it your own, though, that's the big thing. I think me and Shane were talking about that with the his new white kid he got. Like, yeah, I don't know why we don't do that with more cars that we get because some of them you just buy it because I'm more of a what it looks like kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, they don't do enough muscle cars for American muscle cars for me, but I don't like all the numbers and everything all over them. So sometimes it'd be nice just to have some plain cars. I'm like, why don't we paint what we got? Strip them down, paint them.
Well,
He's
the
digging deep, Harry.
Well, you were buying it because you wanted the car, but you didn't exactly like the livery necessarily. You're just like, well, that's the only way I can get it. I'm going to get that car.
Yeah.
But then, we leave the livery the way it is instead of just painting it and making it our own. But
the 6R4s, I think most of them I've picked out a fairly retro livery of what they ran as.
Right.
But like the minis that I've done, they're all based on different energy drinks.
Oh, okay.
And the idea is I want to keep them as I've got red, blue, yellow, black, green, and white. And that each one of whichever model, whether it's the Porsches, the Minis, or whatever, there'll be one in each color. So they're much easier to follow around a track. You're not thinking, is mine the red with white on or is mine the white with red on?
Right.
You're going to have something that you can, there's a good, strong primary color.
And yeah, you can look at it and go, yep, I know that's mine. That's the one I
That's
took
the
off.
one I'm following. Yeah.
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 I won't lie, that's hard in cases. But some of these liveries, you put them all together and you're like, holy, I can't see shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one am I actually driving?
That's sort of it.
That's me by myself. You know what I mean? There's nobody else around. That's just me running some ghost cars because I do like digital.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I like old school too, but at the same time, it seems like everybody bought all the digital stuff and now everybody's pushing back towards the analog, which, that's old school anyway. That's how we all ran them growing up.
Yeah.
So, but that's what got me back in originally was digital. I was like, oh, we got some. Never thought about it before that. And then they're saying, oh, yeah, you can pit lane and, You got fuel, and all these other. Yeah, I'm not big on all the other gadgets, but it's just nice to have something a little realistic.
Yeah. The last ones I picked up just before Christmas, I did a bit of a hunting down on Evil Bay for. Was there's
Harry's coming in
plenty of
style.
people who like the F1 stuff, so I tried
They're
to
not
pick
fun.
up 6 of
show,
what's
you
called the
know, the-
F1 start cars, and I'm going to paint them all up in different modern day liveries. But again, it's all the same car, it's all the same mold. None of this. Your one goes faster than mine, because they're all going to be tuned the same.
Right. So when you have people over and you race, you're giving them the same quality of cars the other guys got. So
Yeah.
that's kind of why I
Yeah.
buy all these the poly cars when they have those little home racing series. Like I've got the BRZ, BR. What are they? Anyway, then I just bought the Maseratis, but I'm planning to tune them all so they're all the exact same.
Yeah.
And then they're $30 cars, so damage them. It's not a big. That's going to be my start cars. XR.
Yeah, these were, again, stripped all the decals off, and half of these need new tires. But these were the F1 style single seater start cars, they were called.
Yeah.
Not quite so nice, because I don't know if you can see at the back there. They've actually,
That's
in the
everything.
molding, they've made room for
I
the crown
hit
gear.
them with Pete's slot garage. Oops,
I cut
sorry.
you off for a second.
No,
But
you're
it's,
right.
these managed to pick up the first 4 I picked up were less than a tenner per car, less than £10 a car, compared to trying to buy the equivalent of a modern F1 Scale X car in the livery. Bearing in mind I got to put a digital chip in them as well. It's just much cheaper for me to do it this way,
Right.
and repaint them myself. Nice old Escort.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's the other one.
I can't say it's nice on Ford. Sorry, can't do it. If I did, I'd hear Rob Sale jumping all over me about it.
Yeah, lucky Rob's not
He
on.
said you like the
actually.
Ford on your channel. Because I know he'll probably watch this and go, "Yeah, I heard you." What's
Yeah,
that?
I recognize the last 2 Escorts there. I've seen those liveries before.
Yeah, these. Yeah, and the Super Snaps. I've got another one there.
I don't hate anything. I whatever looks good is what I'm all about. But
They're lovely cars. Has this in?
I mean,
Well, they
I
were
got
strong.
everything, so I'm not stuck to any specific car. I do like the T70s, but then just collect up cars.
I
What's
could
that?
bring out those too. That he was showing those F1s as well.
Yeah.
But again, it's just the fact that 6 of these for a digital
They are
grid,
great value.
They are.
it's just so much cheaper. As much as I'd love to go and buy the official liveried branded one, there's still people going to be going, well, yours has got a different wing, so yours handles better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I
Everybody
got 6 people and I'm providing them, I can just say, look, they're all tuned the same. It's all the same mold underneath. No one's
skill,
got
that's
the
the
better
difference.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I think the only one that I possibly am thinking
Yeah, they
of,
are. The thing is, they are. Yes.
possibly thinking for the future, I would quite like to do like an American muscle grid,
Right.
but I don't want all 6 identical ones for that. I
No,
would
no,
like a mix of those.
Yeah, you want to mix all your cars with those because that would be cool. I don't have enough of them. I have very few of the older cars. Again, the only one that really makes
Probably half of them came from the UK, actually.
well, exactly. Well, the
In my
ones that
years of buying
the ones I do
on
have, most
eBay.
of them are from Scale Electric or Pioneer. So Yeah, those are the ones that really make the old cars. And they say
I
there's
think
no
the-
market here in the United States for it, but I don't understand why.
The only other daft idea I had, possibly because I'm going to be spending most of my time on my own on this, like a lot of us do,
Yep.
is I might see if I can't do sort of 70s, 80s themed cops and robbers sort of thing. So if I'm driving one streetcar, say that lovely Datsun, and
Right.
then try and pick up a couple of old Rover, what is it, the SD ones.
Right.
They're all them too.
Well,
Yeah.
I was working on a Miami Vice car that was by Fly,
The cop cars. Yeah,
365, and it's sitting back there. I painted it. It looked great. Went put the clear coat on. It didn't mix well with the paint. It started bubbling up, and so I started sanding it down. But then I got frustrated. Just it's been sitting in there. Matter of fact, I got it in this room. As a matter of fact, it's my ugliest car.
Whether I do it sort of 60s, 70s style, like Ashes to Ashes TV series, or I could do it slightly more modern with like the Imprezas for the police cars, with the Hot Fuzz police force livery.
Yeah. I love that. Well, this one was supposed to be the original Ferrari 360. Man, this camera's not getting it very well. But I cut the top off. I haven't cut this part yet because I was trying to figure out what I could do to make it framed up. But I had it all black. I even bought the rims for it. If I can get it close, the camera will quit moving. You know, we're gonna just set it off. Come on, there we go. Now I'll just put
Camera's saying it's not fully painted. I don't want to look at it.
That's an ugly car, man. I mean, I got all the headlights sitting in a thing still. I haven't. So, matter of fact, I did screw it back together. Believe it or not. Yeah, I bought the rims, from a store so I could have the same rims, and now that I got that new 3D printer, I'll be able to print up the Crockett and Tubbs from it. But I don't know if I can find them seated. That's the question. But you can cut their heads off and put them on the driver.
Have you found some tires for your Nemesis yet, Wildman?
No.
No.
I've been too busy. Like I said, I've been too busy with this darn track thing. I'm tired of building tracks, and then I always find something wrong with every one I do, and I'm like, I got to quit doing that. It's like I'm trying to reach an epic level that in my head, not everybody else's head, just in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to get there because I'm always going to criticize something I've done. So I'm tired of tearing tracks apart. I'm taking my time with this one. I'm going to walk everybody through it as I go through it. Matter of fact, I'll have one by Sunday showing you just what I've got done so far. It won't be a completed track at all. It'll just be what I've got going on. Sort of like, you guys ever watch Slot Car Journal? I don't know if you guys
Yes.
Yeah. He's very detailed. I like the way he did his setup, and he took his time and went, each little section and worked it out. That's what I'm wanting to do. This running around rushing it to do something is ridiculous. Because that's where you make your mistake. You get everything else in there you wanted, the turns and everything else, but then you look back and you're going, man, I wish I'd done something different right there. And next thing you know, you're tearing the whole track apart. Now the only reason I did it was because of the Christmas room. But as everybody knows, I'm big in Christmas, so I tore it down thinking, I want my Christmas room back. I'll move that back in there, put my trains in the Christmas room, blah, 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 blah. That's what I get upset around Christmas time every year about it. So, and it's for one day. I think what my wife keeps telling me. Even my son said that, he goes, it's just for one day, Dad. I was like, yeah, that room always stayed Christmas 24/7 all year long. But, that's where I watch my TV or whatever I wanted to watch. And anyway. So now it's going to stay that way. I did push it up against the wall, which I know a lot of people go, ooh, why'd you do that? But again, like you just said, I'm usually by myself. And a lot of times the slot car goes off on the other side and it goes on the floor. So even if it comes off, I have to go all the way around the table because I got it pushed up against one wall. I have to go all the way around just to change it. And I'm like, I'd rather be able to just reach it with a longer grabber or something like that and do it that way. But so
yes.
words. Yeah, because it gives me more room. I mean, I was
Absolutely.
I had 2 feet on each side of the table, and it was just tight. I'm a big guy, and you want to do anything. you
Maybe
can't.
I should show you our track, and you'll be.
I've seen it one time, but I've never seen it in its whole entirety.
Okay.
Well,
Well, you have seen it.
We're gonna give him a heart attack yet. He's gonna take off and walk again.
Oh no, it's gonna be there.
No drama. Thank you, man.
Good night, no drama.
You brought a lot of fun in here. You brought a lot of drama to the no drama there, buddy. Good night.
There we go. So how's this work?
Okay.
So yes, got some.
Well, it looks like you got some tight quarters there.
Well, it's a hairpin. There. Well, hang on. Oh, there's a
I'm
boy.
gonna put you up full screen so we can see it a little better.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow.
Nice.
whoops. Upside down.
No, it's not upside down on our side.
Isn't it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're looking at it straight on. Yeah, but look what you've
So
done.
that's. But as you can, the distance between can I do it to this wall?
No, there we go.
This wall here to where? Hang on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me.
I can't do this.
He's a Marvel fan.
I've got this. This is the room I've got, which goes up to here. So you've got to shuffle. So this is about what, 400 mil, I think.
Maybe 500.
No, it's not 500. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not very
So-
wide.
I don't think Eric could get through here. So
No, I was just thinking that I couldn't fit through there myself.
No.
and
That's how I felt on mine though.
And
So
he actually climbs on the table to fix the track.
I'm still agile, but not that agile.
And
It kills me.
as
But
you can see,
it L's across.
it goes around and it's sort of like
you work with what space you have, and I think that looks great.
Yeah, I'm getting bang for buck is what I'm getting.
and so
Yeah.
it goes across.
And I just spotted the 2 old Spider-Man Trans Ams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not Spider-Man. No.
They're not.
Yeah, we'll go back to
See my little garage. Look at that.
yeah.
I see a little garage right there.
Yeah.
Look at remote
Check
control.
out the garage, yeah. Remote control. Let's
Bing.
come on. Ding.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, nice.
It's nice having something working, I think. But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was-
I hear you
And then-
there.
See, and then it goes around and around that way, the track.
It goes around the backside first. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's an L. Yeah.
It's an L shape.
Okay. Yeah,
And
because you're
so
going to
it's
leave the
got
headlock going to
he's-
the back.
He's got what he calls the triple bypass over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
I don't know if that's a good term, triple bypass.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've been running you all night, man.
Yeah, I was just getting a bit worried about the triple bypass thing myself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and hey, look what we've got. Snoop Doggy.
Snoop.
Snoop Doggy.
Is the Snoop Dogg up on the shelf?
Oh,
see.
they're not the Spider-Man ones. Oh, cool.
Bob James, Australian. Yeah. That was Dickie
Wow.
Johnson. This was Bob James. In
Yeah.
the Thunder, they used to do NASCARs in the
Yeah, in the Thunderdome in
70s.
Victoria, in the 70s, yeah.
Okay.
in Melbourne.
I only saw them released in the UK in red and yellow in the Spider-Man set.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
correct.
And wow, Eric, look, naughty girl, what she's doing on the tree, swinging around. Can you see it?
That's obviously not one of Dick's trees.
No,
Walls made that
that's a
tree.
Walls tree.
You got a naughty girl hanging from a tree.
That's old school. Grab a couple of sticks out the backyard and put some lichen on it.
And I made that.
I like that little hut. I was looking
Yeah,
at that.
that's nice.
Yeah, I made that.
Put
And
right
all the
in there.
billboards that you see up there, made by me. That's probably not. That's made
Nice.
by me.
Cool.
I've been trying to incorporate my wife
Anyway.
into doing more of my stuff.
But it's
Anyway.
not so squeezy, and I'm thinking about pulling the bloody track apart and pushing it against this wall. And
But the problem will be if he pushes the track against this wall here, then we're going to need an awfully big grabber to reach the other end of the,
Yeah,
because
reach
it's
out
like,
to the- oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
yeah. So, you
And
know,
one that goes round
see where
corners.
the car's going from over
I
here.
think it's fine the way it is, other than, you know,
anyway.
don't eat a lot of food, buddy.
But
But you're not going to get down there anymore.
Yeah.
Me old guts touching the edge of it on the way through there.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, wrong one. I got one.
What I'd love to show you the highly detailed track plan that I'd got all worked out. But the best I can do here at the moment is the hand drawn one.
Well, let me bring you up on the full.
That's right.
Rich said chainsaw will make more room.
Oh wow! Look at the straights.
Help the rich. Is it?
Good on you, Rich.
Oh yeah! Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice
you
long
got
strut.
room to open up
Like
there.
Yeah.
I'm still working on the drawing of mine, but
And the idea is that the pit buildings will be underneath the back straight.
yes, I've thought about that too, because those pit buildings take up a lot of space. Mine's
Yeah.
built, so it's even takes up more space. But one of the first things I built, and actually at one time I think I did a version of the Batman track, and I actually went over the top of it and had it underneath. And then I had another if you remember the 1968 Batman, I had that. Well, in this case, it was the 160 curves. 3 of them going around. And it came up over the top of the pit lane and over the start point. It looked kind of cool, but you know, you couldn't see anything when it got in your way. But man,
And it's
I like
this
the
time.
setup for that thing.
This time of year is when I keep looking out for cheap, discounted Christmas light strings that are just white,
Yeah,
so I can light up the whole pit lane really easily.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Just want to say hi, Matt.
Hold on,
Patriot.
everybody. Oh,
Oh,
Patriot.
hey.
Yep. I did see
Yeah,
it. Oh, go ahead.
like your track, Fox and Wolds. There's like little areas I've got planned out where I just want just something next to the track, just to sort of catch the eye. Little bits of either like local lore or legends or
Yeah,
bits and stuff.
that's
and
how I
things.
plan. Mine's always been when I'm done with my track, it'll be there for racing. But if you pay attention when you're watching the videos, you might catch something you didn't expect to see, or kind of like that.
Yeah.
So you always
Yeah.
have something you're looking for when I'm going around the track, or whoever's going around the track.
Yeah,
You might see a guy, like I said, I think I said it one time. You might see a guy just taking a leak out there behind a bush or something. You know, something stupid. But
yeah. Years ago when I first started this, an old mate of mine who's sadly not with us anymore. He, from his work, he came to the pub one day and just handed over a load of offcuts of wood batten.
no.
So I've always said his nickname was Rimsky because he looked like either Rimsky-Korsakov or Rasputin. He was really thin with long hair and a beard. So there's always going to be one little section that's Rimsky Ridge. And I
okay.
just want like
Right.
an outdoor bench, and he's going to be painted up like the photograph they've got of him in my local pub, still of him in his check wool coat with
Yeah.
a can of Tennant's extra lager and probably a lump of cheese because he couldn't be bothered making sandwiches.
Just-
It's always going to be his little. That's Rimsky
Yeah,
Ridge.
that's
Thanks,
cool.
mate, for giving me the baton. Sorry you're not around to see it.
Right.
Um,
But
and
again,
then
your layout a lot of character.
up the hill from us, there always used to be legends and rumors about people seeing a ghost black dog. So somewhere in a bit of woodland, there's going to be a black dog figure. And if I can do it, I want to drill out the figure or the model's eyes and get 2 little bits of fiber optic into the eyes
in the
and
red.
lit from
Oh,
underneath.
Yes.
See if you you go past, and if I'm using the vape, you'll see this sort of little red glow.
That would be cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I like stuff like that.
And
I like scenery. I like the, make it your own.
yeah, somewhere online, I just happened to see somebody that was doing 1/32 figures of a chap that used to be moderately well known in the 70s and 80s in the UK called Fred Dibner. He was a steeplejack, one of the last steeplejacks in the UK that still worked.
Devil, yeah.
Used to take apart like the old industrial chimneys. And a good mate of mine was a real big fan of his. So I picked up this figure, and then I've picked up another one that looks fairly close to my mate. And I'm going to stick him in one garage, and my mate's going to have one of his heroes pop him around for a cup of tea in the garage.
There we go. Well, speaking of characters, where'd I put it? Give me a second. I was working on something, and it didn't come out very well. So I'm gonna have to do it when I get the rest.
You're leaving after work, are you, hubby? I presume.
Well, let's see.
Back again for 5 minutes. I hate working.
Yeah.
So, let me see if I can get this in the camera. It's not going to come in very clear. Damn it. Come on.
Mm.
Is it coming in any clearer? This is my rendition of Pat. With its hat on.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
with the hat. Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
My head or something. There we go.
Oh yeah, cool.
And then I've got the little chainsaw.
Ah, good on ya.
I'm trying to get it put together, but this is on the filament printer. I've got the resin. I just haven't done anything with it yet. But yeah, the idea was to have
That's awesome.
Pat with this, with
That'd
that
be
on.
awesome.
It'll hold his hand. I'll glue it to his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
I
I'm going to be chasing Shane.
Yeah.
Exactly. That'd be freaking hilarious. But have you guys
That is
seen?
way cool, man. Way
You guys see what
Yeah.
Shotgun did for him? That truck that he showed the other day. That thing is beautiful,
That's lovely.
Yeah.
and it makes perfect sense, because it represents.
I'm just hoping I can get somewhere close to sort of that level of clarity with my decals. I've yet to start printing my own, but
Well,
I'm stressing.
I got to go back. I've been working on a Cobra car from the Cobra movie for a while. The tires are too big; they're rubbing the sides, so I got it. Dave's telling me how I need to shave them down. I just haven't done it. I had too much on my plate, so I kind of stopped doing it. And that's where I originally started my live at, was doing the Cobra car. I got it all built up, and then I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get the tires to work right, so I just kind of put it away. But yeah, I would love to. I like the build parts. I actually like building things, and I like painting figures, and I think that's more fun than the actual hobby itself of running cars. But the cars is, you love running cars, but I like the scenery to go with it, and the builds you can
That's
do.
why.
Yep.
That's why it's such a great hobby, because it's so diverse, man. It's
Yeah.
Man, you can stay busy for the rest of your life doing that stuff, because you're
You
never
should.
done. You can do you can add new detail to it, and that's what's
Well,
great about the hobby.
That, and even though my stepdaughter wasn't massively into motorsport, she loved making things. So I was, really hoping I could get her into helping me make some homemade trees and some bushes and things. And I've made sure that there's a couple of cars that are going to be painted up in her colors and her liveries. So if she wants to trash them, she can do it. They're going to be her cars.
Right.
If she's not interested, fine. If she's happy doing a bit of arts and crafts, making homemade trees and bushes and buildings and figures and things, then great. It's more time we can spend together.
Well, I'd say that's what I try to do with my wife, but she's got her own arts room upstairs. I have this down here in another area right there in that track zone. But yeah, but she said she wants to help me. She did some Christmas projects this week with the trees and everything. She made them elevated so they look like a mountainside going uphill. I said, when I get that far,
cool.
I jump on my track and start doing it, because it looked great. I mean, I was
Yeah.
impressed. And so yeah, I'm going to try and get involved.
That's where Fox comes in. She makes all the stuff.
I love making all the
billboards
diorama.
and-
I love
So
making
I
them.
like building things. That's really when I started following Hughes in the first place. Back when he
Yeah.
first started, he was building things, and that was what I was into. I was like, yeah, let's build all our own buildings. I built the garage. I was working on the bridge when he had his bridges, and yeah, I was just now we do magnetic racing all the time. So, I mean, you're still putting it together, and I make modifications to everything I try to do on it, so it's more. I don't know, like you guys seen my garage, the Dasher garage, right? That I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
They actually, I think they're doing it now. They actually put the letters on there with it, like the oil, tires, this, that, and the other to go around the building. Because I was the first one to do that they seen, and they're like, "Oh, I think we need to do that going forward." And I haven't ordered another one. I haven't seen if they've done it or not, but they said they were going to start adding lettering. But yeah, I absolutely loved building that thing. I was having a blast. Took me a whole weekend to get it going, and I still got a couple more things I want to do to it before it actually is laid down. But yeah, especially what was it? They were talking about the carbon fiber look, because that's my desktop. That thing was sitting on. Like, I like the carbon fiber. I was like, yeah, now I got to find some for the parking lot to put in there. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I contacted Magnetic Raceways sometime last year because this one thing kept bugging me that I thought if I had a 3D printer, I could try it myself. But I used to do like designs for print. 3Ds, I'm getting a bit long in the tooth to start trying to figure out 3D stuff. So I gave them a shout. I don't know if they'll ever do anything with it, but the one thing I haven't seen for trackside stuff is more modern day camera hoists. Instead of having someone up on the scaffolding with the camera,
right?
Modern days, they're either like on telehandlers,
right.
I don't know if they can do anything or not. Maybe one day I'll sit down with a piece of wood and carve one for my own track or something. But
well, I was trying to work with them on a roller coaster at one point, and we found it to be a little harder than what we thought we were going to.
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'll work with you on that. And I was like, okay. And I ordered a model, and then it never got sent to me. It took forever. And they finally said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and they refunded my money. And I was like, well, that was I was going to use it was a smaller scale, but I was going to use the idea, build it up, and then see how we can make a rail for it.
Scott?
Yeah.
What's that? Who's gone?
Scott Mountain.
Scott did.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
I'm not trying to ignore everybody in the chat. I'm trying to read it as I go. Which
No, we just happened to notice.
We got two people here, so we can share.
Right. We'll just have her take care of all the reading. She tells everything that's going on in the chat. No.
Absolutely.
She gets that on all the conversation.
I can't multitask
Yeah,
for the life
I'm
of me.
just keeping an eye on the comments.
Oh, there we go. So I'm bad about it.
I just noticed Harry saying his missus isn't happy with his tiny balls all over the house.
Yeah, I just said that. I was just thinking that when you said it. Well, Harry.
Yeah, and they're
married
a bugger
for some reason then.
Vacuum up. Can't sweep them.
Everybody always says something like that. Well, you had this or this. Well, you married me. You had to know before then, right?
Who's the bad one?
Yeah, well, I would figure that out. I'm still trying to figure it out. Then you go, well, if it's a fox, it can't be mad. It's what is it? Yeah, what's the word for that? Yeah. It's a rabid fox. Yeah, exactly. The fox with rabies is not mad. So you must be the mad one. Walls.
No, I'm slightly he's mad.
He's mad. I'm always mad. Oh.
Totally out to sea.
That's why we're called slightly mad, because I'm only slightly and he's mad.
Well, wow. From
Bali.
Bali.
I've been to Bali too.
You're on vacation watching this show? Oh man.
Hi,
I'm-
Chris.
I must be really.
Watching this, buddy.
I'm helping everybody relax, man.
I'm not seeing it.
I'm not going to say it in a negative way. Like I must be boring. I'm putting people to sleep. We were down at 12. We were up to like I forget my high was today, 32.
Well, they got the reception.
It's this face. I've got to apologise.
Oh, that's what I'm going to have to do. Is it? No. I don't have the biggest following. And like I said, it's not about numbers. I enjoy everybody who comes out to visit, and some people are here once in a blue moon, and other people are here every time, and it's just fun to have.
You seem to start streaming just at the time I'm waking up, thinking, "Oh, do we go to the loo? Let's just check the phone. Oh, he's live again."
Well, I've been going earlier and earlier because I was trying to make it.
Take a bottle with you.
I'm a truck driver. I know all about those bottle things.
Yeah.
I'm quite a professional. If my wife seen me doing that down here, she'd be.
Just don't mix it up with your cordial bottles.
Right.
Especially the lemon cordial.
Having a
It's
few
the same as when you figure painting. Don't mix your water with whatever you're drinking.
Right.
You end up with a paintbrush in coffee or whatever.
Yes, that's right.
Sounds like he's talking from experience there. What do you think? Oh, crap.
Yeah, was a war gamer for many years, painting plastic crack. Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, you did the wargaming stuff. Huh?
Yeah, I must admit I've done that myself. Had a cup of tea or whatever, and the water where you rinse the brushes, and accidentally gone plonk straight onto the tea.
But then it's different if you pick up.
My worst one's a
Yeah,
cigarette.
it's different.
Out the
Pick
can,
up the mug and drink the yes.
and you leave the room and you come back and you go, "Oh yeah, I'm thirsty," and you grab it and you. That's when you know the cigarette's nasty.
Won't buy that brand again.
Yeah, right.
Thankfully, the missus bought me a drinking glass a couple of years ago that I can't really mistake it too much these days.
There we go. See, now that kind of glass, that would be something I'd put over here on the side.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I'm a bit of an aging goth, so there's plenty of skulls around here.
Yeah.
We've actually seen your bowl.
Yeah, actually, yeah, your bowl was awesome.
Your bowl unwrapping.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He's up on the shelf behind me. He's actually got a jawbone now.
Oh,
has he?
That's cool.
Well, good night, Harry.
Night, Hazza.
Night, Harry.
Has he?
See you soon.
It's already early. Why don't you just stay up, buddy?
Might as well. You go to bed.
It's 8:47 in the evening here.
Now that one birthday, the missus bought me a present from one of the stalls at a live action role play event we went to, and someone had on the store had got a resin cast of a human jawbone for a necklace. And I thought, I wonder, is it going to be the same scale? And it is. It's exactly the right scale. So my hollow skull bowl has now got an actual jawbone
on it
to go with it.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Jesus.
There's a medical one somewhere over on the fish tank. There's a couple of clear plastic ones from Halloween, and the workshop is covered in cheap plastic ones and a Halloween cheap plastic sheep skull, and even from my stepdaughter a couple of years ago.
That's cool.
You're a Halloween guy, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll be fighting.
We'll fight.
Most
It
of
ain't
the
Halloween yet. Screw that Christmas crap.
most of the points of interest around the track are either sort of ghost stories or without getting too dark, I used to work 2 streets away from a rather disturbing individual in the UK, him and
Oh,
his wife had numerous people buried in under their patio.
Oh. think
And I
know what
worked a
you're
couple of
talking
streets away from it while they were digging it up. So there's going to be one little point on the track of a car pulled up and someone digging something behind one of the walls.
about. Gotcha.
Just if you
I
happen to
think I know
catch
the
it
story you're talking about there.
going by at high speed.
There
But
was
there
some
will be some more
visuals.
cheerier ones too.
Well, and that I originally was trying to. Well, I'm trying to do both sides of Christmas. You know, you got Krampus and you got Santa Claus, and they basically those are along the storylines I'm going to be going with. But like I said, me and Shane got together because we both like doing stories. Like he's a little better at it than I am, but I'm a terrible actor. I'm terrible, but yeah, that's why we're always trying to make up little storylines here and there and keep things going, and it keeps it interesting, you know. So, and then like you said, you're putting things out there, you get to see something new, you know. Yeah, you're going to see slot cars running around just like you do on everybody else's channels, but now you're going to get to see something different, you know.
Yeah,
different reason.
like I said, you know, I've got the one little seat out in middle of nowhere. It's going to be my old mate. There's a little memento to him. Another good friend of mine. He's one of those modern day MacGyvers. You know, come the apocalypse, you want him. You give him a radio, he'll give you back a generator.
Oh, no shit.
So one of the little buildings, I'm just going to have his surname across the top of Fairbairn Fabrications. So, you know, next time you go past, even in his driveway, there's two old Beetles that ever since I've known them have never had any work done on them, but they're going to get remade one day. So I'm going to have a 1/32 scale, you know, little bit.
Just
driving past there.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that's kind of what it is. You're putting a little bit of your life, kind of little memories for you. You know, we're gonna get old eventually. We're not gonna be doing YouTube anymore, and we'll be like sitting around there in our wheelchairs, going, "Yeah, I remember that." I don't have dementia. Yeah. Well, that's what I told my daughter. I said, "Yeah, well, don't put me in a nursing home. You just wheel me down here and leave me alone." So that's why I wanted the train and the track itself. So, which I think I figured out how to get the trains in this, but that's way down the road. So it's just, and that was part of the reason for pushing it up against the wall, because that wall's all wood. I can do anything I want later on to it and elevate a train that goes across somewhere. I just can't do it at biggest scale as I wanted to originally do, but you know, the idea was to get a couple trains running, and they're not to scale, so. But it's something I enjoy doing, so I'm going to do both. So, yeah, this is great. I don't think I'm actually subscribed to you there. I'm going to have to do that after we get off here. Because these guys are talking about how they've seen some of your stuff. I haven't seen anything. So that means I must not subscribe. I'm an asshole.
we felt like being a bit dark, so we went to his channel. And
Yes, that's right.
I have a very dark side as well.
You probably need some more
the Christmas thing.
More music, things like Sisters of Mercy, or
well, I like his shirt. He's wearing an Iron Ranger.
Bit of Susie and the Banshees or something like that.
Yeah. I see he's wearing Iron Ranger. Yeah.
You've got our email, so if you can let us know your address, so we can send you stickers.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous of that. I see that on Pets. So I was like, damn it. Yeah.
All ready to mail.
Yeah, it's all ready to be mailed.
Oh, Jesus, criminy.
So as soon as you send us your email, it's off to the post office.
Oh. Not my email, my mail.
Well, yeah, no, that's your address. As soon as you email us your address.
Email your snail mail, and it'll be in the mail.
Well, you know, I'd say it right here on the live, but if I did, then somebody might be crazy out there.
No.
I don't think you're going to fly from Australia to get me. I have 4 dogs, by the way.
Actually, we put our email address on our description. So if you haven't got it, it's there.
Yeah.
You want a sticker? You want to swap stickers with us? Don't know if you've got one, Seppo.
I can get one made real quick.
It's hopefully in the pipeline. Hopefully in the pipeline.
Well, I'm hoping to send Shane Hughes' package off tomorrow. So I was supposed to send off at the beginning of the week, and they were closed Tuesday. So I'm going to try again tomorrow.
Should have just sent the Pats.
All right. He would have got it there. Well,
Already there.
it takes a while to get that stuff to you guys down there.
Yeah.
Last time I sent him something, it took like 3.5 weeks or something like that before he got the package. I'm like, and he said something, and I get it in less than a week. So I don't know if it's your
Really?
mail system or our mail system.
Here we go.
Wow.
It's a bit of an old faded printout, but that's the logo I did for.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
I do
cool.
like that. Yeah. See, I
A
had
nice
nice.
black
that-
raven.
Yeah, nice black raven. Yeah, awesome.
With the checkered flag, cool.
Yeah.
It's actually the name's got two reasons for it. My old bedroom at the house I grew up in was it was a flat above a shop, and my bedroom was again right up in the rafters, and it was nicknamed the Crow's Nest.
Ah.
So I started thinking, I don't want to call it Crow's Nest, I want to call it something similar. Raven's Nest, Ravenscroft. And then I found out that a lot of the time when I was working on my old analog track, it was quite late at night, and listening to Radio 1 or Radio 4, I was listening to John Peel, the DJ.
Yes.
Yes.
And only after his death did I find out that his real surname was Ravenscroft.
No
That's
way.
correct. Yeah.
So
I did.
Yeah.
it sticks.
Mine were-
Ravenscroft, home of racing in the North Cotswolds.
Awesome.
That was a big.
He introduced had a music show. He used to introduce bands and things in the 70s.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he literally played anything and everything that he liked. It would go from country and western to folk to hardcore metal to
Oh wow.
literally anything he fancied.
A lot of people were discovered off his show too.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. I mean, the Undertones, their first big single, Teenage Kicks, he played it because they sent it in as a demo, and he liked it so much he played it 3 times again without stopping, and that was it. They got a record deal. They went on for numerous albums,
and see, that helps. That helps.
And he can play mandolin too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
It was always country in my house. It wasn't until I was a teenager. Well, late before teenager, I guess. I heard we always listened to AM out in the garage on our farm, and that's when I found a station out of WPS. I never forget what it is. Anyway, it was out of Chicago, and they actually played regular rock and roll. Now, my mom had 8 tracks that played like ABBA and stuff like that, and I grew up on that kind of
8
music.
tracks.
Yeah, loved it. I loved 8 tracks. I still think they have good quality, but yeah, I didn't know what rock and roll really was until I got to that, and then I found out there was FM and a whole new world. Damn, farmer's life out there. I was kind of shadowed, but it was great. Then I just got into music. Music's a big thing with me. I love music, so
it was only when in the 80s when ZZ Top went a bit more mainstream and hit the UK, I started looking into their older stuff.
Yep.
And that's when I started getting an appreciation for the blues, which is pretty much what their first 3 or 4 albums were. Unlike these days where kids sort of jump straight into black metal or whatever, I still say I did the old school version. You know, you'd listen to the heaviest stuff that the radio would play, which wasn't that heavy at all.
Right.
You know, I had my period of listening to Whitesnake and AC/DC and that kind of genre.
My kids sit there and go, AC/DC, they suck. No. I'm so mad.
Or
You
if the
know,
Aussie,
here in America, AC/DC was one of the largest bands ever. They're out of Australia as well. But I was like, they go, but their music all sounds the same. That's because they had a good sound and they never had to change it. They kept selling albums.
oh yeah,
They changed their
What?
singer, unfortunately, but
Yeah, unfortunately.
well, if the Aussies were still on, they'd be telling you it's pronounced Akadaka.
Mhm.
Yeah,
we are.
We
We're
are
still on.
Aussies.
We're
We're
still
still
on.
on. We're Aussies.
What?
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oi.
It's TNT.
Oi, oi.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the whole song was the ois.
And whenever there is a thunderstorm, all I can hear in my head is just that start of Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
Always, whenever there's a thunderstorm going.
Now, see, I was into once we got into rock, I listened to the good rock, but I didn't listen to a lot of heavy stuff. My brother got into the heavy. He was into Metallica before they were mainstream. Bands like that. And
You mean
so I heard them because
the Metallica albums when they were good?
Right. Well, the Black Album was probably their last good album.
Yeah,
I didn't like
I'll agree
Black,
with you there.
which is funny because it's not even called the Black Album, it's just Metallica. But
I think that gives it away a bit.
yeah.
Run to the hills. Run for
You can
your
tell how faded this is. This is
Yeah, Iron Maiden.
Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. So it's got to be about 15 years old. This T-shirt.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a bit of age there, a bit of what they call
But see, I always loved the art they had on their albums. They were,
patina. Yeah.
that shit
What
was
got me
great.
into them first of all.
Yeah.
I actually had an Iron Maiden T-shirt, not T-shirt, an Iron Maiden poster up on my wall for 3 years with the name folded back because I didn't know who the
Cameron
band
Wilde.
was. I just loved the artwork.
And when I first did, yeah,
Hi.
that's my son Cameron. How you doing, buddy?
Hello
Hi.
there, Wildman.
He looks just like me. Well, for the most part. Don't deny he's my kid. You coming over this weekend to play that game again? We've been playing this Witches of Salem, is what it is. It's a card game, but it's actually really fun. So
Now we're starting to get all dark, and they're going to think it's me again. It's not me talking about Salem this time.
hey, you can talk about anything you want on this channel. Well, within reason, of course. That gets me banned, you know. Don't start doing sexual activities in front of the camera because you know that gets you banned.
Or sacrificing virgins. If you can find one.
You can say you can't find one around here.
That depends on what you're considering sacrificing. What's your version of sacrificing versus my version of sacrificing? I'm a dirty old man.
Somewhere around here, there's 3 familiars, otherwise known as cats, but they don't get sacrificed. They just tell us what to do, and we feed them.
Yeah.
They are good at
Well,
Yeah.
Paula, ever since Mr. Ass died a few weeks ago, right before Christmas, yeah, she's finally
Aw.
figured out that he's not around anymore. So she's been meowing every time she turns around, and you know it's because she's lonely because you know they were running around all night. Dogs were always in the bedrooms with us, so yeah, she's been missing them. And you know, how do you explain it to a cat? Well,
Yeah.
you know, because she thought she was a dog up until he came in that house, and he came in the house and like I said,
Yeah.
I said this last week. I tell you guys, like he came into the house and did not hide for 3 days. He said, "This is my place," and anybody who fucked with him, he let him know real quick. This is my place. He snatched on all the dogs. Let him know that he's in charge.
Oh yeah.
I had the opposite. I had 2 cats and a dog, and the dog thought that he was a cat.
Ah.
I'd have and
Well,
they'd
he was
all
worried
be
about
playing, they'd all be playing in the backyard, right? Then suddenly, one of the cats would, run and go up the tree. The other one would follow it, run and go up the tree. the dog would follow and then he'd go splat on the tree.
Oh, never could figure it out, could he?
Every
How the hell
time.
are they doing that?
A
It was
Pomeranian.
a
that
little
was.
Pomeranian, that was.
Oh, you must teach me your tricks.
Yeah.
Just need to get that first climb.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the meow actually it annoys me, but I know why she's doing it. But yeah, it's been kind of that was kind of the tough end of the year because that was that was my cat. I love that damn thing.
How old?
He had the feline version of AIDS.
FIV, yeah.
So he was maybe 5, 6, I think.
Oh,
We adopted him. We rescued him or adopted him from a rescue, but wasn't even the cat. I didn't adopt him. I wasn't even there. My wife and daughter went out and they called me up. Dad, can we get this cat? No. Then also it's like, Dad. I was like, it was an old retired cat. They just wanted to have a place for it to have a home before it passed away, and we do things like that. So I was like, all right, well, that's not the cat they brought home. Brought home Mr. Ass. And they named him Tiger. He was black and white. Yeah, he had the Hitler chin kind of thing. And anyway, make a long story short, the first day I'm sitting there, I was just sitting there stroking between his shoulder blades because he's really liked having it done. But then I started to go backwards on his back, and he didn't like that. So he turned all 4 claws into my freaking leg. I was like, oh. And then he took off running. I was like, you're an asshole. His name's Mr. Ass. And they're like, his name's not Mr. Ass. Yes, it is. So every time we go around, what are you doing when the kids around? It's Mr. Kitty. But I still said Mr. Ass most of the time, not thinking about it. So, Speaking of, there's my daughter's boyfriend too. Cameron's in here as well, Dylan.
yeah. The 2 we had before, the 3 we've got now, they were we'd lost my old girl who was 15, and these 2 beautiful cats, but because they were 12, nobody would adopt them.
Yeah. That's the sad part of it.
So me and the missus she said to me, I've seen these 2, but I don't know if you'll agree with it. And it was the same 2 I'd looked at, and I hadn't mentioned it to her because of their age.
Wow.
And they came here. He lasted a year and a half, and she lasted 2 years. We were just a retirement home for them. They were beautiful cats, but we didn't have them long. They just needed somewhere to.
What?
Apparently, the old boy who'd had them since kittens had got taken into hospital, so their world was thrown upside down. So it was like, no, you come with us. We'll give you a nice retirement place.
And see, that's what we want to do. It's not the problem. Nobody wants the old dogs because it's going to die soon. Blah 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 blah. Or whatever the reason is. It's not got the cute puppy look. Most of the time we don't get puppies anymore. Yukon's the first puppy, since Negan, and he's the oldest one in the house. We don't get puppies very often. We usually get the ones that are already somewhat trained, or older. I grew up loving cats, but gotta finish this thought here real quick.
Yukon, I think. Wasn't it?
Yukon. That's my Australian Shepherd.
Yeah.
He's part blue heeler too, so. So he's a good dog. He's an asshole too.
Well, going back to one of your points, man.
Yeah,
that old cat I mentioned who was about 15. She actually saved me from doing something very stupid to myself in a very dark time. So,
gotcha.
My putty cats I've got a stepdaughter. She's now 12, but my cats are my therapy animals.
Oh, I agree with you. Like I said, I grew up.
I think all animals are.
All animals,
basically.
Yeah,
they are until it's time for them to go, and then, like I said, we give them our dignity. But it's getting hard. I don't know how many more times I'm going to do that stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Is that-
if you see me leaning out a shot every now and again, it's because I've got a set of claws going into my knee.
You're like, get off of me! No, and see, I never thought of that stuff. I used to be in that kind of a place at one time, and yeah, it was bad, but I didn't get into the animal thing. I got out of it out of spite. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I got angry enough or depressed enough, however you want to call it. I said, "No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to let everybody else win."
thinking right is what it is.
Well, yeah, it is. It's well, not. I told you this is about men's health and stuff on here, so I don't mind talking about it, but at the same time, it's hard to talk about. A few years back, I thought it was the end of the world because of the financial problems we had gotten into, and me and my wife were both suffering. The kids we were feeding them and everything else, but yeah, we were in a dark. I was in a dark place, and yeah, it was pretty bad. Had I not talked to her that day, that'd have been different. Because here in America, we're allowed to own guns. I have two of them at the time, and it was a thought. So it was so bad. See, I'm getting upset just thinking about it now. Anyway,
You're among friends, mate.
Yes, you are.
no, that's just it. I've always kind of been a recluse.
Mhm.
This is the most socializing I really do, so I talk a lot and try to have a good time. I'm not here to have a bad time with anybody, but
No.
No.
it's nice
No,
to have somebody to talk to.
Mine was I've been my mother's full-time carer for 5 years, and she'd gone into care because it had nearly pushed me over the edge. And then once she was in care, I found out about a year previously she'd done an equity release. So the house that I'd hung around for that was going to be mine, I was getting evicted from. And I got a neurological sleep disorder, which means I can't do a full-time job. So for me, I was just like, well, that's it. I've got nothing.
Right.
But this cat that moved in with us from next door because she didn't like her owners and preferred our place, she didn't deserve to have her world turned upside down because I couldn't cope. So for a good 2 or 3 months, my cat was what kept me going because she didn't deserve her world getting thrown upside down. So
that's just it. Most of the time, you gotta have something, a reason for it. I don't know how to explain what I was saying, but yeah, it's a hard subject to talk about. Really, it is.
no.
We've both been there. Well,
Yeah.
Well, you get to a
there
certain
are
point.
things with the hat,
It's not the
yeah.
easy way. Everybody goes, "Oh, you're a coward. That's the easy way out." It's not.
It's
Come
not.
to that conclusion in your head and be willing to go through with it. No, that's not cowardly. It's not the easy way out either. So, but you don't think about that.
And it's not selfish either.
No, you just feel like you're completely at the bottom and you have no way out. And
Yeah.
you don't think there is a way out. So you just, kind of like, let's sacrifice this and get it over with. But I don't know how to do
Yeah.
Yes.
it. I said this
You
again.
don't have to explain.
I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean?
You don't have
You
to.
don't have to.
But that's what I'm saying. I come out here, I talk to everybody, I have a good time. I'm on good medications now, so I'm actually kind of
Yes. Join the club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm mad.
2 antidepressants. I got the ADHD medicine, which
Yes.
helps me focus and
Hey, with my sleep thing, I'm like an android. I have to be plugged into the mains at night so I don't stop breathing. I got this mask goes over my nose. So
yeah, me too.
You've got sleep apnea, have you?
Yes.
yeah, sleep apnea was the first one that was diagnosed. The one that they can't treat, it's called idiopathic hypersomnia.
Oh, wow.
Idiopathic is the medical term for we haven't got a clue what causes this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hypersomnia means, according to my CPAP machine, my average night's sleep is 12 hours. Never feel rested, never feel recovered,
Really?
often have brain fog, need what I call napsidents during the day that can be anywhere from half an hour to 6 hours.
I still
And the
do.
only two chemicals that have any short-term effect against it are caffeine, which I got told to stop doing so much of because my heart was going to go boom. Or the other one is this. Apparently, it's a bit Moorish. It's called crystal meth.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we know that one.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know it, but I know it.
I can't get prescribed that either. So yeah, there's no cure, no treatment until they can find out what causes it. And I sleep 3/4 of my life away.
Sometimes I feel that way, but yeah, because I take a nap during the day almost every. Hell, even at work. I sit in a semi all day. I'm unloading. I got time to snooze right there in the seat, and as long as I can hear everything that's going on. But yeah, I only sleep 3 to 4 hours at a time, and then I get up.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
that's why you see me at different hours, and then I'll go back to sleep like 2 hours later, and then 4 hours later from there, I'm back up again.
New Year's Eve, me and the missus went to bed just after 8 p.m. and I woke up at 4:15 p.m. the following day.
Holy cow, that's a lot of sleep.
That's a crash out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's a every other day
Average day for you.
deal.
I'm sure that sucks because you're aware of it, but you can't do anything about it. That's the sad part.
Yeah. That's for me a lot of what causes the depression is you get wound up that I can't be there for the missus when she needs help. I can't go out and earn money, and yet people see me and they think, well, you're perfectly healthy, what's the problem? Because I can't stay awake.
Right.
And there's nothing I can do. And you keep taking, it's like my hero Lemmy from Motorhead said about speed. Caffeine is a stimulant.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you build up a tolerance. You keep doubling the dose. Eventually there's so much stimulant in your system, your heart just goes bang.
Coca-Cola.
Well,
Yeah.
you used to drink cherry Pepsis, but during the Christmas season, I go to Coke.
Up
That's weird.
until 4 months ago, I was on a 2-liter bottle of full fat cherry Coke a day.
Jesus.
So, that's why while the missus is trying to kick the booze, I'm kicking the caffeine and so much sugar
Your head's gonna be hurting.
because I got a 12-year-old stepdaughter to be around for these days.
Yeah, well, perfectly understandable. No, I all I drink is caffeine. I don't drink anything. I've been drinking water during this vacation, only because I know I have to have it.
I'm on sugar-free Fanta. can't
I'm really
can't
sorry.
can't quite get to water.
Can't get. I hate water. I really do. I can't stand it because there's no flavor, no nothing. But I used to drink Rock Stars all the time, and I stopped doing that. Then I went down to one a day, and I was doing that for the last couple of years, and I finally gave it up. I only have one once in a blue moon when I'm trying to power through something. No,
Yeah.
Saturday night, trying to work on the track or something. You drink one so you can stay up, and then all of a sudden, when you drop out, you're out.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Since I gave up the caffeine and stimulants like that, if I need to push through, I can actually have one, and it does have an effect. But
Right.
when I was doing a 9-to-5 office job, bearing in mind that whatever I'm signing off, there's up to like 6,000-7,000 of them being printed. I've got to be on the ball. So I was going through 6-7 cans of Red Bull a day and half a packet of Pro Plus. Get home, it'd wear off, and I'd just crash.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, especially with that much. Jesus.
I think the worst one I can ever remember is having to stab myself in the leg with the fork I'd just eaten lunch with to try and get my adrenaline up because I could feel myself going.
God bless it. Wow. I feel like that because sometimes I feel lazy, but damn, I've never had to do that kind of stuff. That's
Well,
bad.
that was for years. I was just.
And you didn't understand what was going on.
Am I just lazy? Does everyone feel like this? It took 5-6 years of tests and such like to finally get a diagnosis.
Wow.
I'm glad I had this haircut because for 2 days I had to have 28 wires super glued to my head with sensors all going into a little computer to track the void in here was doing.
Yeah, made it a little easier to get them off. When I went in for my sleep study, they had them all over me.
I'll
But,
tell you
yeah,
what,
I
they
never
were the
understood that.
coolest cyber dreads I'd ever seen because they were really attached, but
Oh,
I
really?
wasn't going to goth clubs at the time to show them off. So
Wow.
Well,
Uh,
we met at a bloody therapy shop.
Well,
What do you
Um,
call it? I don't know.
mental health centre.
Mental health centre. There you go. So
There's not enough around at all. There really isn't.
me and my wife were very similar. It's not officially called a mental health center. It's called a live action role play event where people get dressed up as elves, dwarves, orcs, and hit each other with foam swords. So they're all unhinged.
Sounds like fun.
we
to me.
actually have that in our town. Well, town shit, not far away. They call it Metal Fest, and everybody comes in dressed as in all goth in the swords and the they play act. They do the
Iron Fest, it's called.
Iron Fest. Sorry,
Iron Fest. Iron Fest. Yeah.
I've never done any of
And
the
they
all
role.
the medieval
All
stuff.
the medieval stuff and they with
Yeah.
their all jousting outfits and stuff and
Yeah. The Mrs. X used to do the reenactment stuff where they brag they use the real steel, but it's all blunt weapons and they can't actually use them. Now ours might be made of like reinforced foam, but we have a proper good old mosh.
Yeah, smack.
Yeah.
Hey, those things can hurt.
Some of the bigger events when there's 1,000 people lined up on the other side of the field, you don't see the 999 stood next to you. You just look down the field and see that 1,000 and think, I'm gonna get panel beaten here. But it's a rush.
Oh,
it's a real rush.
It'll be fun. It sounds like fun anyway. That's what Denise Raceway is saying. Mountain is here. Here we go. I don't remember, but you're not saying anything over there, Fox.
me. I have been stalking.
Yeah, the fingers has his issues too with sleep. So we've talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we are recipients of the ADHD thing.
Well,
So
Yeah.
You've got ADHD. I've got
sorry.
ADD.
Oh,
I don't have
I'm the
hy-
hyperactive
I don't,
one.
I'm not hyperactive. He's the hyperactive one.
so we had two of my sons were one was ADHD, one was ADD. I didn't even know I was ADHD, but I always thought maybe I was later because when I was a kid, that shit wasn't real. I mean, they gave you what was it they gave back in for hyper?
You were just a naughty kid at school. That's all you
exactly,
were.
exactly.
You
And
can't concentrate. Get out of the class.
but ever since I've been on it, I have a lot clearer thoughts now.
As they
Yeah,
say
well,
in the UK, you've been eating too many blue Smarties.
Right.
It's that colouring in the blue Smarties. It just sends all the kids completely hyper.
Yeah, and I think I was misunderstood a lot through my life because of that. But
One thing I do like about having ADD though is when I start making my my dioramas and stuff,
Go hyper focus.
I just go hyper focus. Nothing can basically distract me. He'll say something to me and I'll be sort of like,
Wow.
Fox.
that's good though. At least you
What?
have where you can
Yeah,
focus.
my wife's
sorry.
the same.
I can't say what my wife is. She's a go.
We've been trying since we got together 8 years ago to get an official diagnosis for my wife, and it's been narrowed down to one of three things. But it's in the UK, it's a case of they don't want to give an official diagnosis in case it's wrong, but it means we can't get the right treatment. So it's a pain. But
Well,
we'll get there.
Too many damn lawyers. That's what it is. Well, Chris, you can
No,
stay
that's
up. I mean, we'll keep you awake. I appreciate you sticking around that long. I've been trying to follow with
Night,
people.
Chris.
So have a good evening.
But yeah, stupidly, that's why I got
Yes,
back
animals, Chris.
into the hobby more.
Mhm.
Is something to take my mind off things.
Yeah, when I come home, that's what I do. I used to game I got an Xbox behind me, but I always liked working on projects, like building things.
Yeah.
And I never could get enough
Yep.
of it. We didn't have a lot of money. We had 5 kids in the house. So, there wasn't a lot of money around for me to have that kind of, build tinker things and stuff like that. Now that they're
Well,
out.
5 kids in the house. We know what your hobby used to be.
I wish they were all mine that way. But yeah, I was the only father figure in 3 of their lives. So then the other, Cameron's one of my bloodline ones. And I have another one, but then she had 3. So, but I've been around since they were little. They're my kids. I don't like to say stepkids anymore. They're mine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got more into the. Even the missus, every now and again when I mention something about, I've picked this up, it's going up into the attic. That's not more junk for that toy track again, is it? You still keep going on about it, but it's not up and running yet. It's like, I've been working on it for 20 years. I'm not giving up now. It's just something I get to have a bit of a play. I can tinker with doing the liveries on the computer.
Now, see, that's something I don't know how to do. I'm not good with the computers. Back in the day, I used to be able to put, I put internet in people's houses. I can't do nothing with a computer anymore. That's why I have problems on this thing. I don't know. My wife came down here and I guess she did it at work, but she took the prints for my tree here to make my little emblems. She sized them up and then sent them over. She sent them on her phone and then came over here and just printed them out. I don't know how to put it on it. I know you got to pay for a service anymore just to change the size of a picture. I don't understand. It used to be free, and I used to know how to do something with it, but I can't do anything now.
Yeah,
like I said, Raul did my logo and all that stuff. So with Conquest,
the only reason I've got to know how to do it is because I was a graphic designer for 25 years. So
it just it's not even a first win. It's just
I've all right. The software I'm using is 10 years out of date, but it does what I want it to do. It's still the professional stuff,
right?
I still know how to use it, and I've put like liveries on vans for flower companies. So changing it to, I'll just get whatever photograph I can of the side of the slot car and the top and whatever, and then I'll draw an outline of that, and then I just start chucking colors on or go online, search for whichever. Even some of them, because I know, say I want a yellow livery for a particular car, I'll just do a search for yellow livery sports cars, look through them, see what I like the look of, and that one I like, I'll replicate that livery but on this car. So that's the way all the Porsches I've got ended up looking at, as they have done, is the Porsche one's going to be a yellow Shell Helix livery.
Oh wow!
Just because I want, as I was explaining, I want like a predominant color, right, for the 6 different cars, so it's easy to follow. If there's ever 6 people up there. Oh,
nice. I'm starting to think that you got everything there, Walls.
30 years worth of collecting.
I have all that old Sky Electric track too. I got the Pit Lane, I got the Le Mans Straight, I got the.
My wife, she was. I think she likes my hobby because it's something I'm into. But yeah, for a long time she's like, "You didn't spend more." She goes, "Where'd this money go in the account? Don't tell me it went on another damn slot car or more track." I mean, I started off with just a basic. I started off with an Evolution set, and my daughter the first year and my mom both bought me. They asked me what I wanted for my birthday. I said, "I just need some more tracks. I could give you some straights, so I can make it longer."
Yeah,
I ended up getting.
that's what I'm thinking.
10 boxes of
Swapping
straights. I was just like overwhelmed. I was like, now I need curves. Didn't know what to do because I had the
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
I didn't have anything else. But so yeah, I've spent a lot of money on it. Yeah, it's an expensive hobby, but what hobby's not? There's not one out there.
Live action role play LARPing ain't cheap. I've got friends that do airsofting. That ain't cheap.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything cheap out there anymore. It's just what you're fancy is really what.
Yeah,
comes out.
yeah.
I think that's why slot cars have picked up. I don't think they. I know everybody says they're back. I think they were always there. Just we didn't have the technology, or we didn't have the way of presenting it to other people and getting more people involved in it. The more the merrier, obviously. But honestly, it's because we use YouTube to talk and share whatever we have. And that's what I like about it. I'm not trying to say I'm one upping you by having the same car. I'm going, I listened to this guy and I got this car, and man, he's right. It's a great car.
Yeah.
In turn, somebody might see both of our videos and they go, "Hey, I'm going to check that out." But
You might lose this for a second. Just gotta swap internet.
Swap internet.
Yeah,
Because
because
internet to your house.
Walter's internet is it's getting a bit choppy, so we're gonna swap it with mine.
Oh, I just thought it was his speech impediment. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the fact that I remember like 70s and 80s deliveries look cool, but they look like toys, especially this because I'm being in the UK for everyone thinks slot cars are called Scalextrics in this country.
Right.
It
came out of there.
The brand name is it. It's like calling it a Hoover, not a vacuum.
Right.
Sort of thing. Now deliveries, they were all right, but they look like toys. Now deliveries and the level of details so much better. They look really cool.
Right.
If you want to go down the digital route, there's so much more you can do now as well.
And that's what my big year is going to be, is digitizing some of these cars that I have. Because honestly, that's what I got back into it for. I don't want to buy all Carrera cars. I want some that have more power and you can, push their limits a little bit more and make it fun. I've got a couple. I've got a SP43 chip. I've got another chip that I put in one.
Here we go.
I know some people have had problems with SP43 chips, so I don't the slot.
That's better. I'm back.
But I haven't had one issue with it. You just plug it right in. Hey, the picture's clear too.
Yes, that's what I said. It's
Mine sucks.
When it gets a certain time of the day here, his internet just goes downhill, and that's why I said I'll swap it with mine.
Everybody must come home and play their video games.
Yeah.
I was just about to say it's the kids coming home from school or getting online playing their games.
Oh, that's right.
It's still holidays, but
yeah, that's why I haven't played my Xbox at all. I play Call of Duty quite a bit, but I haven't played it all because all the kids are out of school. Well, till yesterday, and you got on there and I got owned. It's just I have way more skills than I do.
And reaction times,
that's what the problem is. I'm pretty. I'm pretty good at the game as far as I can hold my own, but like I used to teach my kids how to play, and they always. Cameron will tell you if he's even still in here. I never let him win. He had to earn it. So when he played a video game against me, he had to earn it. I never gave him the win. And now that kid goes into a game, he just blows me away. I can't compete with him. So, I pushed him too hard, I guess.
I used to play.
But that's your delight. If you want something, just keep pushing.
We were in a clan actually, bench, and I was pretty gun. I was like the sniper dude that goes over and hit and run, bang, go to another spot, bang, go to another spot.
I am not a sniper guy, believe it or not.
I could deal with go there as well, run through the pack, but
I usually try to play those games like Call of Duty. I play it like it was when I was in the military. I try to do the same strategy. It doesn't work in those games because everybody's all about running and gunning, and you know, and I can't get my kids. It's usually my kids that play with me. So there's like 5 or 6 of us. We play a game, and you know, we're in the same room, and but they don't want to listen to you. And then they're the first ones yelling at you, going, "Pick me up, pick me up." Well, why
Yeah.
you run out there?
I'm down. I'm down.
Why you run out there? You got killed by there are 3 guys over there.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
right.
walk out there and try
That's
to pick you up. No, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. That's
You know,
that's
Obviously lying down
that's the
beside
reason.
you.
That's the reason I ended up joining a clan. I think it was in the days of COD Black Ops 2 was when I
Yep.
played a lot.
Yeah.
I ended up with a clan called the UK Alliance. You didn't have to be any good. The only rules were you had to be over 18 and you had to live in the UK.
Oh wow.
Because we were all sick and tired of foul-mouthed either Russians or American kids just gobbing off at us, taking the mick out of an English language. So it was just this little group of bad-tempered UK blokes. Some of them knew each other face to face,
Right.
but I ended up being part of what was known as the Midnight Riot Squad. We'd get on late around about midnight, and we'd take the mickey and just all go out with riot shields and just beat people to death with riot shields.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
He
that
goes
was a
in,
good.
right.
Yeah, we used to do it too. Bang, bang, bang.
Now, back in the day, I was a Gears of War guy, so I had quite a big group that were all adults, and we played Gears of War. And we usually owned the kids every time we played them, but you know, their foul mouth was ridiculous. I mean, these kids were like 4 and 5 sometimes, and you're like, "Does your mom know you talk like this?" You know, you just want to rip to the screen and grab them by the throat and go, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, squeakies we used to call them.
Yeah, and they're doing it because they want to act like they're badass, but you know,
Yeah,
that's all it is. But they know the door's closed and their parents can't hear them, and they're not paying attention because a lot of people bought video game systems just so their kids could grow up on that, and they didn't have to pay attention to them.
yeah.
That's why you have the problems you have in society today.
The more recent gaming experience I had was when me and the missus first got together. Her daughter was 4, and her parents had brought her up so she wasn't stuck in front of a computer console or anything. But the only thing that worried me when she was around me was she didn't have any keyboard skills, whereas my godchildren, one who was the same age, knew her way around a keyboard perfectly, and I was just a bit worried she might be left out at school. So I introduced her to this stupid game called Minecraft.
Oh no!
First of all, it was me playing, and
rabbit
she was
hole.
telling me what to do. Then she'd have the mouse, I'd have the keyboard. Then once she could do it herself, I switched to the wife's computer, and I just set up a world where we would play together.
Right.
So it helped with her reading, it helped with her maths, it helped with problem solving, and
And bonding.
she got
Well,
the
yeah.
keyboard skills. So when she got to school, she knew how to operate the computer.
And that's the problems you face now is definitely that, because
But I made damn sure that she was not let loose in the big wide world online.
Oh,
my kids weren't allowed to play Gears until
No.
Yeah,
You
my
play
mom-
Minecraft with me. We're in the same house. We're just a room apart, and I control the world. So there's no nasty people in here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you can
What
get-
used to turn me off that COD and that was all the people with all the cheats, all the hackers that come in there and they pull off one shot. You, oh, come on, you can't be doing that. And you, no hacker. And
Oh
then they
yeah,
have these
I've
hack-
always hated that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh, you're gonna do is go online, look up the cheat code, and you can do this." I was like, "I don't want to do that. If I didn't get it honestly, I
No.
don't want it because I'm not
What's
any
the point?
better." Right. I knew a guy that he used to play the what's the name of that game? Diablo. The original
Yeah.
Diablo.
Diablo, I used to play that all
Diablo
the time.
2. And it was on PC, but he bought all the stuff to put on his character so he could just win. There was nothing to
pay
cheat.
to
I'm
win.
like,
What I
yeah,
hated
pay to
about-
win, and he'd pay for all this armor, all these. I'm like, what's the fun in that? If
Yeah,
you just walk
exactly.
through, and I played his character one time. He let me play with it. And I was like, You hit them once, and they were dead. It didn't matter what it was. I was like, "There's no fucking point to this. There's no
Yeah.
challenge."
Exactly. And the other thing with Diablo, or Diablo 2 in particular, you used to have all these people that had bots.
Yeah.
So they'd have their characters running as a bot, as a robot, and and they'd be sort of running around just getting all this stuff and blah blah blah.
Yep.
And I actually had one friend who one particular friend I should say that was he was lived in Germany but was Italian.
Okay.
And anyway, and he used to run his bot 24/7. And I said to him one time, I said, mate, what fun is it for you to just sit there watching a bot doing the game? I said, that's no skill. There's no skill to that.
Yeah.
You just,
How boring.
I could never understand it. Yeah, how boring is it?
The fingers of a Minecraft fan. Ah, I see.
Oh, now they come out. They're
Yeah,
coming out of their
they're coming
caves
out
now.
Yeah, for me, it was all. It's just as bad with the tabletop role players who always rolled their dice behind their hands.
Yeah.
It's like no. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You're gonna roll the dice. Let's see them. That's part of the. It's part of the fun of the live action role play stuff. It's
Right.
the thrill of keeping your character alive.
Yep.
The first time I was at a big event, I just got nice and toasty and warm in the command tent, taken my belt off, so my sword's in its holster. I just thought, I'll just nip to the loo. I'm wearing black. It's pitch black at night. And I suddenly hear somebody shout in the distance, "There's assassins in camp." The color of my trousers definitely changed because I thought, my sword's that way. Do I run to the loo? Do I run for my sword? Because if I don't run, I'm wearing black. If I get dropped, no one's going to see me. And I've only just got used to this character. So it's an actual adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
of,
right. You're going,
oh my God, what do I do? That's for me, being on God mode, it's no fun.
No,
I don't want
it's
to play
not.
a game if I can't play it. You know what I mean?
And that's that's part of what I love about slot cars as opposed to online, computer racing, is because it has that real tactile physical thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
You do.
I
you
agree.
You can touch it. Tangible.
Yeah. Tangible, right?
And you've got to allow for things like, if your car's been sat in the sunlight for 2 weeks and the tires have hardened, or is there dust on the track that's going to affect the way the car handles?
Yep.
This is the kind of thing that if you get into it as a younger kid, these are things that actually make sense when you're learning to drive too.
Right.
Yeah.
Check your tires. Check your
Well-
vision.
Yeah, check everything's working all right.
You can't take a corner that fast.
Yeah. When you're coming into a corner, brake on the straight. Don't try and brake in the corner.
Right. Yeah. All it's gonna do is
Accelerate out of the corner.
That's right.
accelerate out of the corner. Exactly.
One thing.
I mean, it's just traditional, but my oldest son, he comes over and he's got his own car. He's got that Honda I put on a video on not too long ago, maybe a year ago. But anyway, yeah, his first thing is, and he gets mad because he can't just throttle all the way around. I'm like, well, what would be the fun at all? Look, you go fast. I was like, yeah, but that's not the point. It's not about speed. It's about skill. You got to learn how to drive the car around the track and keep it there.
That's why
you're doing it. You're off the track.
That's why I
time.
got to the point of I became a staunch non-mag racer. I take the magnets out
I haven't
Yeah.
gotten that far yet.
because
I have some without it, but
for me, especially with the old Scalex track, if the magnet is so strong, when it lets go, you've got no chance of catching it.
no.
Whereas without the magnet,
Especially if and when it comes off, it's coming off at speed. into a wall, bang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I broke a few. I broke a few already.
Whereas without the magnet, yeah, you've got to slowly increase the speed and learn
Yeah.
when to brake. And then if it does start to go, you can catch it.
You can feel it going. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can feel it going. You can drop back off enough just to get it to pull back in line. No, I've got a couple of no magnets, and I guess the only thing I don't like about it is like a couple of one of them is really bad about the hop. It just doesn't seem like it's grabbing anything, and I think it's just because I haven't tuned it. I haven't gotten into the tuning side so much yet, so I'm really behind for being in this hobby for so long. I keep tearing tracks apart. I can build you a track. I go with all kinds of crazy configurations. I mean, my track, you guys see it. It's usually got a nice flow to it. I'm trying to put a little more technical in this one to see if I can get something, where you do have a challenge when you go to a corner or something like that. It ain't gonna be just a 415 curve and you whiz right around it and you go, yeah. Not that you can't throw it off on one, but and that's what mine had. I had all 3s and 4s on there at one time and a couple of 2s. I had no 160s on there. We're talking about Carrera track, obviously, but yeah, I spent a lot of money doing that. And my biggest problem I have now is I have 2 415 curves, and I don't want 2 415 curves because of the fact that when I had them, they had to be at each end of the table, and then when you come around that 415, you're coming down the main straightaway. Well, I have a pit lane. If it's digital, you're going to hit it too fast every time.
Yeah.
You got a minute there.
You're not going to want the car behind you hitting you, or you just came around it too fast, didn't think about it, and you go, oh, I got a pit here. And then every time it throws that car clear across the track, you go flying into the corner of it.
One of the I can't remember whether it was just a typed article or it was a video, but I always remembered someone on the track on some track building thing just before you get to the start finish area or where the pit lane comes out. I've got just after where the cars would stack up on the grid, I've got a dual crossover, and they called it the idiot avoidance system. So if you're coming down the start finish straight flat out, but there's somebody in the pit, you've got the option to pull out into the outer lane just in case the idiot in the pit lane just comes plowing out.
I did that. I put there's a right lane right before you go to pit so you can get over. Then I got one on the other side right before you come out, you can get back over to the outside lane. So you don't smack that car as he comes out. But is anybody paying attention when they do that? No. There's like, oh, what the? They don't care because they didn't buy the cars. I go,
who's going to back off out of a chicane?
Yeah.
I don't have one of those yet, and Shane keeps telling me to buy one. He wants me to put a chicane corner in. Though that's the problem with Carrera, though. They have all these pieces of track, but they're all anything on a curve is all 160 curves. Your lane changes, everything. They don't make anything in the bigger scale where you can have it, slide to the outside lane on let's say a 330 curve instead of a 160. So it kind of that's annoying because I don't want a 160 curve. It's too sharp.
I'll do my best with the terrible hand drawn version, but that section there, that little snaky S, that's going to be what was Scalextric's classic curve chicane.
Oh wow!
So the idea is it will narrow up coming down there.
Mm-hmm. Single file.
Yeah.
Potential wreck site.
You'll be through the chicane there, and then you'll come out to the 2 wider there. So it's as close as I'm going to be able to get to coming down Bathurst. It's going to be downhill, and there's going to be one fast lane, so you can keep the speed up because you've got the track to slide the back out, but you've got to be on that single file route.
That's right. Yeah. Or somebody's not going to make it.
Yeah.
Or neither of you are going to make it.
Those chicanes I've got them in the Classic, but I tried to intermingle them with the. I got converters, but the new cars, their guide,
The guide
they-
blades.
they keep clicking on the bloody track because it's not deep enough,
Yeah.
and so I
Right.
gave up.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
you
most
guys use
of
flat
mine's
paper guides?
Classic, so I know I'm going to have to work with like the shallower guide blade, but as you've seen, I'm going to be running what 70s, 80s era mainly,
Right.
and even with the little bit of fettling I'm going to do, compared to tuning the modern cars, they're still going to handle like a bag of potatoes. But
Mm.
for me, that was
Yeah,
part
Pat
of
already got the potato truck.
that.
And the
that-
Classic,
Truckload of
the Classic
potatoes.
got more grit too.
Yeah.
The,
For me, that's
the,
part of the enjoyment. The old minis, they used to pitch terribly because the front wheels just had a straight axle that there was nothing holding it in place. As soon as it got into a corner, it'd pitch onto that front wheel. There's no
Right.
support, and they'd roll. So I'm just putting a straight tube across that's rigid with the axle in. So if it does start to lean, at least it's got something to lean on a bit.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But they're still not going to handle the same way as the modern ones do. But for me, again, partly it's just learn to drive them, drive slower.
See, we got Slot Car Daddy listening to us. He's working on a car right now and enjoying all our topics. That's good. I was looking at
yes,
this. We got 8
he's-
people watching. I was like, I can't believe we got 8 people still watching.
he's got an old Strombecker he put together, a Strombecker shell that he had
Oh, yeah.
when he was a
Well,
kid.
I'm glad we're entertaining you. I mean, I
And he's
didn't.
putting a
I
shed.
never planned to go this long, but we're at almost 3.5 hours.
Are we? Oh, wow.
Wow.
My longest live ever. But I'm not one of those people who gives a shit about the time. If I'm having fun and we're talking, I'll continue
That's
to do
it.
it.
I thought there was a time limit on these live things. There's not, is there?
No,
not?
there's not.
No.
I've never done one. So
Other than
With-
when I shut it off, nobody's gonna watch it for 3.5 hours unless they're really crazy. I want to hear what you guys were talking about.
That's me when I don't wake up needing the loo at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't catch you live.
Yeah. That would be me anyway. But that's how I
Your
catch
live,
it.
you have to really
Awesome
be in
down
the
there.
live. It's hard to catch up because mainly you're talking. Well, we haven't been, but interacting
have.
with the
I sort of have, yeah.
the people on the chat.
Yeah. I've been
So when
watching-
you're watching a
I'm reading.
replay of that, you don't see that
Yeah, you don't see the
interaction.
live chat.
So you go, "What's going on there?"
Mm.
Because somebody
Just been
might have
staring
said,
at 100 fingers. He's been staring at. Is that phone getting warm? I bet my
Well,
phone's
that's
getting
it.
warm.
For some reason, when I'm watching it
"Good
on,
battery."
I'm watching it on my mobile. The chat doesn't come up. So I've literally, I have to either start the laptop up or like now I've come into the living room and start my main computer up so I can actually get the chat.
You just see the chat. Yeah. I gotta figure out how to. There's got to be a way to do that where when somebody joins in, they can still see the chat.
I'm sure there is, but like I said,
I got.
I
somebody
know-
taking it, but I don't
I
know
know
how
the
to-
techie stuff as much as I need to,
Yeah,
just about.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to finally get people on here. I know how to chat. It's easier just to send it out when I get on, and let me do my little spiel at the beginning. And I say, "Here's the connection. You want to come on? Come on." I think it's a lot more fun that way. Nobody ever does it, so why not?
Hey, I did.
I know.
Did.
You said you
And
weren't
I
going.
feel honoured.
No, I think that's going to catch on, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it should because
Yeah,
I think it will.
it's easy for me to sit here and have a conversation with you guys and just sit there and keep reading and trying to answer as I go.
Well,
But if I can actually have somebody to talk to, it keeps other people that didn't come on that keeps them entertained as well. Because it's not just one guy speaking his mind about one thing.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm only going to give you my opinions. I'm never going to give anybody else's.
Well, and full credit to you. I wasn't sure how it was going to work purely for the fact that I haven't got StreamYard.
That's
Don't
what
have-
we thought too.
The
That's what
first-
we thought too. Download the app. What are you gonna do? Blah, blah,
Well, I was
blah.
having a hard time inviting people just to come in. It was
Yeah.
when I tried to copy it and send it to them through Messenger, it just wasn't working, and it kept telling me, not able to do it, this, that, and the other. Well, then somebody said try and put it in the chat, and I did that week you guys first came on, and yeah, I'm like,
Well, the first
I
song
like
that
this so
we-
much. I was like, I'm gonna do it every week, every time I do a Thursday live, if I'm available.
Yeah,
You're going to be a
It's awesome.
trailblazer there, mate.
Yeah, for
Trailblazer.
sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, why
The
not?
first time- yeah, Harry was one that said to us the first time that
Yeah.
we got on,
He said, go in there.
because Wall said, "Oh, Fox is just downloading the StreamYard app," and he said, "Oh, I don't think you need the StreamYard app. You just click on the link." And we thought, "Oh, okay."
It
So we
just
clicked on the link.
connects you
and
into
it
my
worked, and we
link.
thought,
Right.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Because I'm
That's
operating the
amazing.
link, you guys are just joining into it. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Just
And now
made
you-
sure I was using, or it was picking up the right camera and the really subtle microphone.
Yeah, you're still coming in loud too, so you're good.
So yeah, thank you very much for having me on and
Oh,
letting me
yeah.
talk about
Glad you
all the
came on.
plans I've had for so long, but are still
No.
only halfway to getting there.
The thing is that helps. Just getting it off your chest sometimes, so you don't stress out about it so much. I mean, I do that with track all the time. When I'm not on somebody's chat or something, I'm going ape shit, going. Now I've got something I got to do, and I don't know how to. You just kind of put it off, and next thing you know, it's not getting done. But so yeah, I like actually talking to everybody. Just kind of nice. I did have to back off on how many videos I watch because I was spending so much time at YouTube. I wasn't, so I have to watch it in the background while I'm over working on something because,
yeah."
and that makes it hard because you want to see what
Because
everybody.
you feel slack because you haven't been watching everybody's videos. So you go, I better
Yes,
watch
that's
this
right.
one. I better,
Yeah, because I don't want to
comment
disappoint
on
you.
that one.
Well, I watch his show all the time, but he's not watching mine. That's not
Yeah,
what I want to come
yeah.
across as.
Well,
Yeah, it's only about me. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's a reason why we haven't been doing many videos lately because
We've been
we've just been spending basically all the time sort of going watching everybody's videos on YouTube, and by the time you sort of and commenting, and by the time you do that,
Yep.
the day's gone.
the day is gone. And I was doing that a lot. I was starting when we didn't have that many channels. We were just a handful.
Yeah.
And, within this 2-year period, there's been a lot of channels came up, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I was actually trying to keep up with all of them, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I'm getting nothing done for myself. I can't be a content provider if I ain't got no content because I'm too busy watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But lives can be good because I can show you all my shit. Anyway,
And that's what content is, really. I just want to share it with everybody. Go, hey, I'm in this by myself here at the house, so I got somebody I can share. Just like mine and goes, yeah, I like how your track set up. Oh, I like the way that car runs. Or I like how you painted that car or built that car.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not-
part of the
it's not-
reason
really good. I reckon. I love these lives.
Yeah, me too.
part of the reason I want to document what I'm going to be trying to do is I'm trying to do it on a budget of a wing and a prayer, pretty much.
Mm.
And don't get me wrong, I love seeing all the new stuff and
Oh,
the NSRs and all the nice pricey stuff.
Lolly shop.
Yeah.
I can't afford them.
Oh, look.
So the way I'm going to be doing my stuff is literally going to be as cheap as I can possibly do it to still make it look half decent.
and enjoy
So
it.
if that's going to help other people and think, oh,
You'd be
I
surprised.
can't do what Shane does with all of the magnetic racing stuff because I can't afford that. Hopefully, if I can do it my way with a bit of foam core like Lee's slot cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does a lot with
I,
phone
I
calls. Yeah.
totally agree with you. Like I just bought the slot cars back for Walls for
Sneakily.
Christmas,
Anyway,
and
costs more to
And I-
post it than
it cost me twice the amount that the
my phone.
that the slot cars back thing billboard cost. you know, for postage.
Yeah.
Is it that
Yeah.
bad down there?
Yeah, for here, yeah, it cost me twice the amount of the
That
price of
doesn't cost me that.
billboard
We
itself.
got to play. We got Racetrack Scenics here.
That's why I make the
And I don't
billboard
buy from them.
myself.
I always buy from Magnetic because
Yeah.
I just like their products. And Doug and Ian are really good guys, and they actually care about the hobby. I think it's not that the other doesn't. I just, you know, I don't know how to explain it. I got to be truthful, but I'm not going to.
No,
I had issues with my first set of orders and I felt like I had to keep contacting them to get it straightened out, and I haven't had that problem with Magnetic. So
yeah,
you know,
I love the magnetic racing stuff, but again, some of it, as much as I want it, I really can't justify paying out that much for something that I can. Yeah, it's going to take me time, but
right.
if I can do it out of phone board, I've done wargaming for long enough. I know how to make bits of scenery.
Right.
I won 3.
Just plod away at it, and if it's no good, then throw it in the bin and save some pennies up to buy it. The problem we've got in the UK now is because, thanks to some idiots, we're no longer part of Europe anymore. Getting stuff from Europe into the UK, we're suffering.
Wow.
Because the prices to get stuff imported from anywhere in Europe, you know, Germany, Poland, Greece, anywhere like that.
Right.
And Spain had a big slot car community doing the rally stuff, but getting it shipped over here now, it
Right.
costs.
Well, I'm not saying it's not expensive for me to go over there. Their money's worth more than ours is of the American dollar, but so we're actually slightly higher than what their price says. But then shipping over here, I usually don't have. It's not too much for me, which is surprising, and I get it in 3 days. It's ridiculously fast. Hold on, Alexa, off. It's the one from upstairs that used to play my rainstorms when I go to sleep. I brought it down here to get it refunctioning after I changed my modem out. Yeah, I never took it back upstairs.
Funny you said that. That's what I used to listen to make me relax. I think I got about 4 or 5 CDs of thunderstorms just to chill me out.
I use the one on Alexa's from Sleep Jar. I used to listen to one on Amazon Music. But what's it? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. But it was expensive to pay for that every month. Not that I don't listen to music, but it was just. And the funny thing is when I canceled the subscription, all these songs I bought, I don't have access to half of them anymore. And I'm like, I paid for those.
Not too sure.
I don't want to come back. You disappointed me. But everybody's doing that anymore.
I remember the whole thing with was it Apple Music? Bruce Willis had left. He got rid of all of his physical music, and he bought it all again on Apple.
Yeah.
Through iTunes, and he'd written it in his will, I believe, that he was leaving it to his kids. And then the lawyers got hold of it and said, "No, you can't do that.
Wow.
You buy it; it's for you. You can't leave it to your kids."
The hotline. Phones going off everywhere. What's going?
Well, that's always been my argument on YouTube. They say, it's copyright material, blah, 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 blah. If I bought the song, I'm entitled to play it. I mean, if I walk out here on the street with a boombox up to my ear like the 80s, everybody else can hear it. I paid for it. I don't understand why, it's all about that damn money. That's what makes me mad.
Yeah. And
it's not tangible. Once again, tangible. I want to think.
You played my song on there. I need to get paid for that.
But again,
you should take it as a blessing because I played your song on my YouTube.
Yeah. What I've noticed, because thankfully I've got some friends who make their own music, even if it's not a friend, if it's not a, we're not talking like, let's go back to Metallica. You can't get in touch with them and say, "Do you mind if I play your song?"
Right.
Some of the smaller bands,
on your tag,
get in touch with them. Say, Are you okay for me to use it? Just a little clip. If they say no, well,
Okay.
it's nothing. Play somebody else's who's more grateful for the PR.
Because they wouldn't be making any money if we weren't playing their music.
No.
I mean, I buy a lot of music. And that's the sad part is, it's hard to get a CD or anything anymore, which I prefer it that way. Just because I'm old school. And hey, I never got to finish my other burger, guys. Oh.
What? You haven't eaten it?
No, there's still one over there. I just looked over. I went, oh, crap. I didn't use that other burger. I have to reheat that thing. I hate microwaves too. But no, that's exactly it. And everybody they just want something in their pocket every single time. And instead of going, no, this gives it more. What is it? If I wore my job's uniform shirts they have with their logo all over it, it's free advertisement for them. So it's the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Somebody goes, oh yeah, I forgot about Iron Maiden. Yeah. They're gonna look into buying another album or maybe a shirt. There's a sale.
Or maybe seeing a Marvel movie.
Music.
Yeah.
Movies do it all the time. I mean, they have to pay for it, but they'll put these songs in their movie and you go, oh, that's freaking awesome. Something new that you haven't heard. And you go, okay. And then you buy the song and this, that, and the other. I mean, because it was based off of a movie. It's a free advertisement. It really is. I just don't understand it. And then, all of them are that
Let's
way.
boycott all music.
A minute and 20 seconds. Get that. What's she doing?
He's just
Going slightly
boycott
back.
all music. Let's just
Slot Car Daddy, let's boycott all music.
Yes.
No, like Shane Hughes, he's got his own music. I'm surprised they haven't tried to do something with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. Anybody who's a musician can, put some stuff and have the equipment to do it. Which, that was his profession.
Well, we're musos. We have equipment.
Matt,
I knew how to play the trumpet. I've never done anything since. So.
Yeah, thankfully, I've got a couple of mates who make their own music, and one who was a music lecturer and DJ, had his own record label, and when he closed it down, he stated that any music that was on his record label is now in the public domain.
Oh wow!
Well, yeah.
So, thankfully, I've got a somewhat sizable collection of tunes that I can look to put to any videos I do. But
I have to look for it because I look for certain kinds of music. Early on, I was just taking whatever I could find real quick and get it on there because I like to play music when I'm just showing a car going around the track.
Yeah.
Now I actually look for something that puts meaning behind. I grew up. Well, Miami Vice is a show that does that. They play music all the time and there's chase scenes.
Oh yeah.
And then I had somebody ask me that one time. Why is everyone always putting music when they're showing their cars off? Because that's just the way I know how to do it. You want something that kind of just ramps it up, and music sells the car. It sells the product.
Yeah.
It's using two senses, eyes and ears. So.
Right. You get to watch the car around. Well, nobody wants to watch it just hearing it going, row, row, row,
Yeah.
Play a little music with it. Now you can hear unless it's a car sound that you're trying to show to people, like the Legends. They're loud. They're crazy loud, but they're fun to listen to. So it's not so bad. But yeah, music. I like to put music with everything if I have a chance.
Yeah, it did. Put my teeth in. It enhances what you're viewing, and it also helps the viewer get more of an idea of what you were trying to portray.
Right. This thing's fast, or this thing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
If
it's a mini movie, is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like music videos. It's a
That's why my dad got rid of cable when I was in high school. You guys watch too much damn MTV. I was like, yep. But you did. You watch your artist while you're listening to the song. You're just watching the artist and whatever little story they came up with for their video.
Why do you think I find if I didn't know what Gwar looked like, I'd never have listened to them.
Right.
Now, as soon as I saw what Gwar looked like, they could make whatever racket they want to, but the way they look just
Right.
makes it.
It makes it. It sells it.
Yeah.
You can listen to these artists. Alice Cooper will say, you know, that was his image when he was on stage versus what he was when he was home with his daughter. You know,
Yeah.
two different characters. You portray something when you're out there. You know, you portray this.
He's a well, his father he's a Christian. Yeah, he's right into the
And the thing about Alice Cooper is most people don't realize he's super smart.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
intelligent guy. Very intelligent. That's like our daddy, MTV. Yeah. Soul Train to Fingers. Yeah.
Soul Train. Get golden years. Yeah. David Bowie.
Now we're getting into our age. Starting to show a little age with this stuff.
Music, man. Wow.
Man, I don't know why MTV ever went away from music television. It was working, so why did they get rid of it? No, it's all this stupid reality crap that ain't real because it's not reality.
No.
Yeah.
They even designed the bloody houses to cause friction and make people feel uncomfortable in them.
Yep.
And then they pick the most out there people to stick in there, so it causes tension.
So you have, well, Big Brother. I used to watch it. It was fun to watch. It wasn't reality. It was just fun to see how they compete against each other, with knowing that they all had these way whacked off different personalities to conflict with yours, you know, and see who wins. And
yeah,
you know,
you want to see conflict. You want to see fights and things.
Well, if you look at it, none of those people were nice to each other.
No.
You know, they may have been like we are right now, being friends and this, that, and the other, but it was a competition, so they were going to stab you in the back the second they got a chance. It didn't matter. Mm-hmm. You know, it came down to one person was going to win that thing.
That's right.
You know?
That's it.
So you go into the house thinking like that, yeah, there's nobody your friend. Whereas I can come in here and talk to you guys. We might not get along in person, but we have something in common while we're talking on here.
I'm sure we would.
No, I don't get along with anybody. I'm an asshole.
Oh, me too. So we got something else in common.
My wife, my kids, well, I'll tell you that. I'm a jerk. But
I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, they need a song that's dedicated to me about that one. Oh, they had that by Motley Crue, Motherfucker of the Year. If you guys remember that song.
Oh, yeah. There's a Murder Dolls one that I swear they wrote it about me. People hate me.
Well, I'm a creep. I'm a wooz.
Creep. No. Well, let's see here. What time is it? Damn, it's after 10 here.
Yeah, it's just after 4 a.m. here. So
4 a.m.
Tell everybody because it's Slotcar related, I presume.
Well, yes, it is. Yeah. Well, we saw on Gumtree in Australia.
Like Facebook.
It's sort of like Marketplace or eBay. It's called Gumtree here in Australia. Anyway, we saw this this box set. It's an SEX digital, the old digital SEX, right? Yeah. And we've been, talking to the guy, like he wanted $200 for it, right? Okay. And he's in Perth.
Yeah, the other side of it.
It's the other side, the other side of Australia. He's in Perth. We're in New South Wales.
Sydney.
Anyway, he just called, and I was just talking to him, and he said, because it's going to cost like $100 postage
to freight
it from. Actually, he got a quote from Australia Post for us, and it's going to cost $105 or something dollars or something.
Right.
But anyway,
he
said but he said to us, he says, you know what? He says, because you guys sound like really wonderful people. He said, I'm going to let you have $150. So he's dropped $50.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Just then.
Yeah. So we're getting.
He's going to knock off the price to save up for the spending of
he's
the.
knocked off
$50
of the price, just so it helps us with the postage. What a wonderful man. That's
Now,
Slot
that's
people.
lovely
Slot
stuff.
people.
There are good people out there, man. There are
yeah,
good people
bloody
out there.
oath. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
there are still one or two of us out there, aren't there?
I don't know who you talking to. I'm not one of those guys.
No, but this community, this slot car community that we're in, is the most I don't know, generous,
yes.
caring, helpful. You know, all the
I agree.
positive things you think of.
They are.
There's nobody niggling behind everybody. Everybody's helpful for new people coming
That's
in.
that's what
don't
it should
say,
be.
"Oh," yeah, they don't say, "Oh, you should be doing this way," or "You should be doing that way." They say, "Oh, welcome to
Yes,
What do
exactly.
you got? What's your track? What cars you got?
Yeah,
You
no,
don't have to have anything. I mean, look at what Marty was doing there at the around Christmas time. He was talking about, hey, you just got a new slot car track. This is where you want to start.
Yeah,
that's it,
Because
exactly.
we have a tendency we get past that part and we never look back. And
that's
I've been-
right. That's
too,
exactly
you know,
right.
there needs to be some stuff that tells people, hey, so you bought a digital. This is this is what you're going to do to start that thing up. Let me walk you through it.
Yeah.
Or what do
you
you want to know? You want to know simple questions. They're not stupid. No question is stupid.
And you don't want to sell them cars that are, you don't want to sell them Revo slots, NSR. They're not ready for that.
Mhm.
You sit there showing all these cars. They're going, oh, I got to have those cars. No,
Yeah.
Mm.
they're an option later on, but you don't want to start with those. Yeah, that's a lot of money going out the window every time you wreck one and it breaks. They will break. I get so mad the first time something comes off. A Scale Auto, that Porsche, the first Porsche I bought, the mirror disappeared on the first lap. I have no idea. Still can't find that thing. I've moved that table around and everything. I couldn't find it.
I was looking for it.
It's just gone, man. But no.
They're
No,
just too damn.
I hate the word community because I don't like to belong to groups. That's not, well, except the Wild League group. That's because
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Hang on. Yep.
some
That's
kids
right.
came up with that. Yeah, exactly. And they're like, "This, I think this will stick." Yeah, it's stuck. All right.
It's stuck,
Everybody-
all right,
Mm.
I suppose
Well,
some people might be thinking when I'm doing that on the chat, they'll probably think, "Oh, what a rude prick! He's bloody doing that to bloody."
Yes.
Who's doing that? I
Just
think
to show,
everybody's
just to
freaking
show we're completely multicultural, I'll do the English version.
out. Oh, is that the English version? I heard somewhere it's the pinky too. So is that Italy? I think it's Italy.
And the English version came from the Battle of Hastings,
Yeah.
Oh, is that where it came from?
because if any of the archers, the British longbowmen, were captured by the French, they'd cut those two fingers off and send them back because they couldn't pull a bow anymore
Right.
and they didn't have to feed them. So the ones that weren't captured turn to the French and go, "We've still got our bow fingers."
Well, I heard a story about that at one time. There's something to do with that. And then the reason they call it floating the bird or flying the bird or something like that. There was a term for what the original term was. And I actually looked it up one time. I was just interested to figure out how the hell that ever came about. Hey, I show you a finger and you're supposed to be offended. You know what I mean? Why?
I must have been the era I grew up in with punks and the such like, but I was just told it was sit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite was always, people used to do that with PTSD because I freaking
You
camera.
never used to think that, but
Put your
you
thumb
used
up
to
your
think,
ass. Mother.
Happy. Sit on it, Fonzie, or
Happy.
sit on a Ritz.
Yeah, that's it,
Hey,
exactly.
hey.
Hey.
In other words, back up.
Anyway, my dear wife has just got up,
Oh,
so
hello, dear wife. Good morning.
I'm going to duck off. So I said duck off,
Yeah.
but thanks very much for having me.
You said that first time. No. Oh, it's been a pleasure. I've had fun with you guys tonight.
I feel very honored and look forward to hopefully catching you whenever again.
I'm
Oh,
on
well,
every,
yeah.
I'm usually on every Thursday, unless work just kicks my ass. But what I've heard, they called me when I talked to them today. They're like, Yeah, we had some screw ups, and we really need you back. And I'm like, well, at least I wasn't there when it screwed up, so I'll be able to sell it. I've always called it my account because I've done it for the last almost 5 years, and it's just been mine. And these people fill in when I'm on vacation, so they screwed it up. Well, they're like, "Oh, we're going to lose the account. We're going to no." When I come back, they'll be like, "Oh, thank God Eric's back." But yeah, it's easy to do because I've done it once. But anyway, so yeah, they're telling me I'm going to have to. It was a bad product or a wrong product put in the wrong silo, so it doesn't mix well, and I haul plastic. So anyway, I'm going to have to move it, take it to this company. We're paying for it now. Go up there, have it or blend it out so we can get the blends separated, and then be like, we're going to have to figure out how to sell it. So anyway, yeah. So he says I'll probably be real busy next week. So I don't know if I'll have a Thursday next week because if I have to do that, it's gonna take some hours. But
Some separation going on there, yes.
But I just got a raise right before Christmas, so I'll finally get to use it and get some overtime and see how that raise looks. So I'm looking forward to that part. But anyway, no, any Thursday. Matter of fact, I should probably call this whole show off. Wait a minute. It runs like shit. Put a mag in it. Yeah, I'm kind of a mag guy still. But anyway, everyone, thanks for hanging out this long. Holy cow. This is a record. Almost 4 hours. We should go 9 more minutes.
Time flies when you have fun.
Well,
with good friends. There you go.
Everybody says that. I'm not expecting anybody to watch this all the way through tomorrow. If you're not here at the time, you won't understand everything we're talking about anyway. So,
well, the Fingers doesn't have a life, obviously. So,
my brother, we don't either of us have a life. No, actually, I was originally going to go back in there and work on my track a little bit more tonight, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a rock star. Anyway, thanks guys for coming out.
Absolutely.
You're more than welcome. Thanks for having me.
And from now on, why can't it be both, guys? That's my slogan. And everybody have a good night.
Have a good one. Happy New Year, all.
Good night, Eric. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Now we know what the 2 fingers is.